Hey, this is Ross Bain, the role-playing Belgrader. We're playing Eclipse Phase, Duality, the finale, part 2, hopefully.
And Ross gave us a blank check, so we're fucked.
Well, here's the thing. Dan mentioned this before, but...
In fact, he also bought donuts for us today, so now I'm
it's the end of a campaign!
I'm extra first, and you want to end on a TPK. You know you do.
You've already done TPKs. That was literally the last chapter. It was all of you dying.
But Ross wants
horribly.
More. Ross wants more.
Apparently. It's Eclipse Phase. It's really not enough. I have to TPK the universe. No, wait. So, where we last left off, you guys had left the colony ship to get to Alpha Plus, which is a Bernal Sphere, which, if you actually Google up, is actually more of a cylinder. It is actually rotated for gravity, and there are artist depictions of it from the 1970s that show it. It looks a little like, on the inside, like Elysium, but there is...
Better acting.
Yes. By default.
Take that, Jodie Foster.
No, hey, she has bills to pay.
I know, she don't like doing it.
You can't blame her for that.
And dude, she was doing the Immortality Blues thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you've docked with it. The ship mesh network is operational, or the station's mesh network is operational. And it seems all's quiet. You do know the one thing, the anomaly that you have been... There are 3 anomalies, actually. In the center of the main cylinder. There's also, at either end of the cylinder, a central spar in which they have, like, sensors and smaller stations and on it. So basically a cylinder with a pole going through it. But in the center of the cylinder... gravity actually only works as when you're near the edge of it. In the center of it, it's actually 0G. And there is a structure built within the center of the cylinder that's attached to the edges by several support pillars. And that is the sphere that you've been detecting getting weird readings from. Also above it, on the same part of the cylinder, that is sort of...
so you can get to it via spars?
Yes, a pillar, basically like an elevator.
Yeah, okay.
The higher up you go on the elevator, the lower the gravity is.
The elevator
yes,
to work.
Exactly. But that's clearly the anomalous structure that the Titan has built to do a thing. Now, there's 2 other anomalous things within it. You could try to do that.
Shooting it.
You could try to do that. It is quite large.
Well, then we'll shoot more.
The cylinder is several kilometers in length, and the central sphere is at least a few hundred meters in diameter. So it's a big structure. But above it, or on one end of it, rotating around it, or sort of actually stationary, is a mirrored pillar. And then below it, on the opposite axis, is a what appears to be a Pandora gate, but it's lined with the open, so that there seems to be basically a, for lack of a better word, a column of light, of energy flowing from the Pandora gate through the sphere into the mirrored pillar, or maybe it's the other way around. You have no idea. This is a highly unusual sort of wormhole activity. You have no idea how this would be possible. None of you have a background in the kind of physics that scientists are basically guessing. Yeah, you're a doctor. But the sphere itself looks like it's stable within this elongated wormhole, essentially. So this is what you can see from anywhere within the main colony cylinder, which is
This is where they were sending all those egos, correct?
Yes, this is the station. You don't know where they are exactly, but you are getting tons of life readings. There are thousands of inhabitants that are still... well, actually, we'll start... this is what you can get
within the torus, or within the...
Within the cylinder, yeah, within the cylinder. You can't get any readings from within the...
structure.
Within the wormhole energy zone, for lack of a better term. You can get it near it, but within it, you have no idea what's in that sphere. You have no idea what the deal's with the mirrored pillar or with the Pandora gate on its basically lying flat. But this is all sensor reading that you have gotten from your shuttle and your own abilities, your own implants. You're in the docking bay of the ship, or of the one docking bay. It is basically running on autopilot. You gave it the passcode. The automated defenses let you in. But there's no one there to greet you. There are no defenses. You seem that there are no security systems. Everything seems to be open. You can tell you're basically about 100 meters away from the nearest living person, which is you're basically just outside the main cylinder. So you could walk into the main cylinder, check it out. You could or sneak in there. I don't know.
Sneak.
Yeah.
I also vote sneak.
Yes.
I third that motion.
Okay.
Motion pass.
Yes. Also, one note before we begin. You guys have the same Moxie that you had last time. So, David, I know you're out of Moxie. So, what is everyone else's Moxie? Just so I have that.
I have 2.
You have 2?
3.
Okay.
None.
All right. And just wanted to keep that for the record. If you want more
I failed
Moxie.
a Candy Crush level. Spend a box.
Oh, wait, that puppy. I want to help him. He feels sad. I pet him. You failed your roll. I pet him. I'm Moxie. Oh, no.
It's a fractal puppy, isn't it?
I wouldn't be that mean. Or would I? So, everyone
Yes.
give me infiltration checks. You can have, if you have chameleon, whatever, you can add that.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Did you
I
fail?
made
Plus
it on
6.
7.
Yes.
How much
I
did
have
you?
an 80. I rolled a 99.
Critical failure.
How did you find a twig to step on? This is space.
Space twig.
God damn it, I hate this character.
How did you face plant into that wind chime after
Let's be
stepping on the
clear
twig?
as this campaign winds down.
You can't blame the character for your rolling. That's
I
kind
can and I am.
of all right. So aside from Caleb, did anyone else fail?
Nope.
All right.
Or failed critically.
So Caleb, you're just outside the cylinder, so you're in a zero-G environment, microgravity environment, and as you make the transition to the full gravity, Earth gravity, it's actually a little harder than you think, and you trip and you stumble onto a well-manicured lawn. Actually, this place is a living city. Yeah, you're like kind of, and you draw the attention of a woman who is wearing the sort of colony uniform.
Like, honey, there's a gorilla on our yard.
Yes. She was.
I'm in a chimpanzee more.
Oh,
but
it's a chin.
Yes.
She looks at you.
Hello.
Hello. You are not a new member of our station. I'm
Ask me with Ape Services. How you doing?
I'm not the greeter.
Yeah.
I work in
I don't know how far
administration.
I don't know how far your powers go, but dude, because
Are
I
you
really don't want to brain fuckle these guys.
Because of the
That's
backwards
probably going
brain
to be
fuckling.
really bad.
Oh, maybe you're with the other outsiders. You should go talk to them.
I will.
They're over there. They're the ones. They're dressed so strangely, and they're carrying weapons around, like you. You would
Right.
probably like them. I'm not going to be more social, though. I need to get back to. And she starts staring at the column of energy.
So that's your job?
No, actually, she said she worked in administration. But everyone can make a kinesics check with a plus 10 check.
nope.
Yep.
I make that.
All right.
Yes, 26.
Aspen, I don't think you need to brain fuckle this one. I think she's already been fuckled.
She is. You see the look on her face is one of just transcendental ecstasy. She is basically. She starts holding her arms
She's
up.
seen the light of infinity.
She is worshiping at the wormhole. You look around. You can see there are a few other scattered residents who are similarly staring at it. Maintenance bot goes up and starts feeding one. He just passively lets the robot feed him.
Brain done been fuckled.
It doesn't look like she's infected with any, from any signs of the exurgent virus, but it looks like whatever's happened here has just caused some sort of basically. This is how she's experiencing the trauma. She's interpreting it as worshiping with sort of, and you also realize Alpha Plus, everyone is psychosurgically altered to be fit as a worker bee in society, and so that society is obviously totally broken down, and so they have their normal response of fear, paranoia, kill the outsiders, everything. She works in administration. She doesn't have any other appropriate responses other than to worship her new god. So they're harmless in a sense. Possibly if you attacked her or did something where pushed her.
All right, let's get to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, wait, I got an idea. Wait, I got an idea. Let's go people tipping.
Possibly if you put her in front of a ecto and told her to do her job, she would start doing it. But other than that, she doesn't know what else to do.
All right,
Everyone give me a roll times 3.
take a wide berth around her.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Also okay on that.
Yeah, no, it's... You failed?
By 1.
Well, that's still a failure. That's 3.
If only you could Moxie that.
You realize there are thousands of people like this. A society that has... The Titan has not even bothered to destroy or absorb or command. Just its mere presence has utterly devastated their psyches. You don't have no idea what else they witnessed. I mean, it's obviously not just this. This is the end result of some massive action, or the beginning of the end. But anyway, she pointed you towards the direction of the others, of the other outsiders. You can... so if you want to sneak up and try and figure out where you are, that would be infiltration and perception checks.
Okay.
Or if
Do we need to...
the mesh network
Do
is open.
we need to roll infiltration again?
If you want, well, the outsiders, you don't know who they are. If you want to try
Yeah,
to
let's,
sneak up on them.
Okay.
I want to see one person with good
No, that's a crit.
to report back.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. If you want to keep it.
66 on my infiltration.
Okay.
So I'll just let him go in.
Did,
so,
you already rolled though. What's your?
so I did.
And I rolled 100 on my perception.
Okay.
So I critted both rolls.
Okay.
So you went by yourself.
Might as well. I don't know. Like I'm totally in the zone here.
Yeah.
All right.
We
I'm
can
gonna
report
stick
back
here in
because
this
we're on
field
attack
and
now.
just T-ray everything.
Okay. You start doing.
T-ray
so.
the
Give me
grass.
a perception check. It's only a 50-meter range, by the way. So.
I understand.
Yeah.
I make it.
Okay. Everything, as far as you can tell, is as it should be. Well, actually,
No invisible ex-humans.
there are no invisible ex-human or ex-surgeons. Actually, you do notice that there are changes to the infrastructure of the cylinder itself that are not in the schematics you had, because those schematics, of a Bernal Sphere would be available to you. You have the skill saw for hardware industrial, right?
No.
Okay. Well, it looks different than what it should be. I mean, it looks weird. You've never seen... you can't tell anything else about it, though.
Screaming baby walls were not.
There's no screaming baby walls. But the structure...
The night is young.
There's been some sort of upgrade or change to the structure of the cylinder as a whole.
They're new curtains.
Yes. Cyber curtains. Neo curtains.
Smart curtains.
So, Tom, you are not the knight because it's light out.
But I am the octopus of the night.
You are very sneaky, and you see 3 people that are not wearing the uniform of the Alpha Plus. In fact, they're wearing very strange clothing. And that's torn in several places. Some of them have. There's an old man, a younger man who. The white man is Caucasian. The other man looks to be African. And then there's a woman who also appears to be a Caucasian. They are carrying 5 kinetic weapons, but of archaic design.
Do these look anything like the people we visited in the... Totally, there has to be a simulation. Otherwise, we're dealing with time travel here.
Or alternate universe travel, so parallel dimensions, yes.
In fact, these kinetic weapons, do they look a little 21st century?
20th century, yes, as far as you can tell. But they're looking around, talking to themselves.
I'll listen in.
The old man is fiddling with a machine that looks very crude, but they're actually noticeably close. They're within... near where the mirrored pillar is. And the mirrored pillar is on the wall of the cylinder.
Okay, I'll listen in for just a second. Can I get an idea of what their thoughts are? What are they thinking? What are they doing? Do they like the neighborhood here? Are they scared for their souls?
Yeah.
Not much of an infiltrator then.
No, he's listening.
I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
What are you doing?
Don't mind me. The woman, you find out their names. There's the old man is Sandy. The younger man is Nathaniel. The woman is Rose. The woman is arguing that they should go back to Let's see here. Awaken the sleeper to help it because the dreamer is destroying everything. The Nathaniel is saying no. We should try and get more people out before it's too late. And Sandy's saying maybe we can save both. We need to find these fire people. We need to find them. They can help us.
I say that we leave the Muad'Did alone.
No.
You guys are
20th
tagnated.
century weapons. Are we talking like
Yeah.
late or like? Are these guys like Burma's not what I expected?
Do you have ancient
Or are
Earth?
they-
Does anybody have ancient Earth history?
Shut up.
Skills.
Shut up!
Ancient Earth music, but I
I've
don't
got
think that'll
research on my muse.
Do you want to connect to the mesh network of the station?
Speaking of which, while they're doing that, can I find an extra ecto that we can use to connect to the mesh?
One from the station itself.
So,
Actually, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's-
still hunkering down, hitting okay, I think some of the people we encountered from totally not time travel are here now.
Well, they probably know we're all here, but they definitely know I'm here. So
Well, you three are outside of them. Like you.
I know I'm outside of them, but like whatever's on the station knows I'm here. Like
Yeah.
I was like, hey, look, I'll talk.
they're in everybody's brains.
Yeah.
You guys have managed to stay OC, and I have not. So
Yeah.
we don't lose anything by me going talking.
Okay.
That's my theory.
He's like, are you sure I could go talk to him right now? They're like, I'm looking right at him.
Well, as I am a talking chimpanzee, I imagine that's going to be shock enough.
Like,
I might want to keep them from cephalopods.
I probably would. That's like, which one are you? I'm probably the most normal looking of any of us.
You're the only human-looking one. What are you in again?
A Theseus.
Yeah, you're an actual person to them. So.
But you are also not located on the mesh yet that we know of. So
Let the
there
talking
is some
ship do
sort of response to
Yeah.
us being on the station. It will be towards me and not towards all the people who are continually invisible.
So, all right, I'll go talk to them.
No.
He was saying
Caleb, go talk.
Oh, Caleb. Okay.
We stay
Caleb
hiding.
failed his infiltration check.
Okay.
We
then-
I am
hiding, he
99.
talking.
I might as well be covered in flares and bullhorns.
Okay, so that's fine.
Okay.
You are still invisible and capable of slinking away
Okay.
if something goes wrong.
Okay.
I'll keep Overwatch on you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So you walk over him. It's a quick walk, just a few minutes. It's a very nice station, actually. By the way, the almost like a nice, like European city. Very well designed buildings and homes and
I
gardens.
touch nothing.
You touch. Are you sure?
All right. In fact,
Why are you so paranoid?
You're always thinking there's going to be a commercial where clearly you shouldn't be here. It's like do talking chimpanzees invade your wonderful suburb? We have this problem. We all have, I think.
So you.
Solve a
you need
bit.
is
Anybody
triple.
else but loose.
Yeah. So you approach him as soon as you get within sight. Nathaniel sees you first. He points. He has some sort of rifle. Sandy had a rifle as well, or some sort of rifled weapon. And they all have Moses' pistol. They stop. Who are you? Wait, are you sure you can talk? Well, Rose. So they start arguing.
Aspen. Hi.
You can. My God, the stories were true. You wouldn't happen to know of someone like you who was in London a few years ago?
I was.
Are you doing a Kerbos connection?
No, that was I remember you guys went into it.
I know, but I'm also remembering that
And
too.
that was 20th century.
I'm actually referencing continuity within the own.
Okay, good.
its own
I'm just trying to
campaign.
make sure. Thank
It
God.
was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, 1.5. It's 2013. Yeah,
All right.
not 2012.
Yes.
So yeah.
Someone like me was in London, I guess.
Who are you with then?
I'm with a group of concerned individuals. Who are you with?
Well, we're trying to. What's the name of your group?
Fuck it, Firewall.
They believe you. they are quite. You can see that they are quite desperate anyway, as they are all showing high signs of stress and anxiety, and being in a very unfamiliar environment, to say the least.
We should get them some comfort.
Yes, give them drugs. I'm sure that will help. Here, take this.
No, it's yogurt.
Oh, that was the murder vial.
The Sandy says, "Well, it's a very long story. We're from Earth. I don't know where this place is, but
It's an orbit around Neptune, isn't it?
you're actually farther out. You're at 30 AU. You're past Uranus.
Neptune's after Uranus.
I'm wondering when somebody was getting
Neptune is after Uranus.
depending on their orbits.
So this.
Yeah, you're 30 AUs out. You're past all of the planets.
Fuck the game. Let's just do calculus, guys.
Yeah, no. Let's look at Wikipedia.
I said, hey, do you need me to come there?
You're here.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Invisible. Remain invisible.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
All right, I'm watching.
We're our world. Our planet Earth was invaded by something that we called the Dreamer, but we now understand that it has another name here. You called it a Titan. It was some sort of artificial intelligence. Are you familiar with this?
Yes.
Yes.
What's happening on your world?
I'm not sure. There's some sort of conflict between the two vast intellects, between this Titan and another intellect, but of an alien origin. And they're trying to, for all I can tell, consume one another, or one is trying to consume the other's memories and intelligence. And it's quite apocalyptic.
How is that affecting regular life on?
Well, we've known that for some time that they've come from another universe, and they had agents here that this is some sort of stratagem on the part of of this Titans in order to weaken its adversary. I can't understand the intellect of it. Rose here, she says she actually has. I don't know if there's extrasensory perception, ESP, telepathy. She has these sort of talents, and she's
curse.
Yeah, she's made contact with these the sleeper, the alien intelligence, and it's said to come here to find you, to take you. We could take you back. It's over a place that we call Chernobyl, and the sleeper could then give you information on how to defeat this Titan of yours, the Dreamer. But perhaps it seems that all of these are connected with one another. There was this very helpful person, a younger lad in his 20s, who was wearing this, like those people, but not. He wasn't stupefied, and he was telling us some things, telling us that there was the council was up on that other thing at the other end of the wormhole, the gate or whatever, the sphere that they.
What was his name?
I don't know. He was the only one who's not a drooling zombie. Oh wait, no, you're not saying that.
No, I am more saying.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm pretty sure I know who that was.
So he starts rambling for a few minutes, but you get the sense that he tells you that there is that the Titan converted some of the crew of the station into worshiping it as a god, and that they then made upgrades to the station so that they could perform this procedure. Is
the Titan of this station the sleeper or the Dreamer?
The Dreamer is Cronus.
Okay, the Dreamer is this station.
Yeah. The Dreamer
Sleeper is in the other world.
Yeah. Well, they're linked. That's what this whole wormhole thing. He's saying that there's some sort of conflict going on between them, involving both universes or both the extent of it. And the center of it is right in there. The younger lad mentioned something about a cage of flesh being in that sphere. That was the earthly remains of this alien intellect. He was saying he was going to go up to the elevator to try and stop it, to get in there. I don't know if he would succeed or not. You could probably catch him. He's trying to hack open the panels. That was the only thing that was locked down in this place. We've been trying to radio back to our planet to let them know that we made it, but I don't think I can get a signal through it. I mean, I know how to activate the mirrored pillar, but I don't know if we can send a signal through. What
was your name again?
I'm Dr. Sandy Matheson. I'm a physics professor at Harvard.
And unlike Rose, you don't have ESP.
No.
Right.
No.
Can
Nathaniel
I hold
here.
your hand?
The what?
Could I hold your hand for a moment?
Rose says, "No, don't do it. You're a psychic too, aren't you?"
Yes. Do
Psychic.
you know why you're psychic?
Well, it was a gift. Certain humans had their talents awoken by the.
Rose, you're going to have to trust me on this.
Yeah.
If you knew why you were psychic,
Yeah.
you would not consider it a gift.
No, it's a curse. I know. I see too much. I know too much.
And yes, well, our gifts perhaps shouldn't interact.
Okay.
For the same reason you don't
So you want to see into
flu
his mind?
strains to breed. I would like to talk to the possibly clean one.
Okay. Give me a persuade check. I'll give
The
you plus
two
25.
clean ones.
I make it to the 32.
Okay. That says
I message all of them.
yeah. You guys are all
Put
tight.
your guns on my head.
Yeah.
You know, make sure to kill me if it goes south.
But don't worry, I've got 2 plasma rifles trained on the back of your skull.
Yeah.
There ain't no way you're...
Caleb instantly turns into a fractal.
I meant to ask something about before we do that. Skill softs. Is there any kind of delay between switching those out, or are those?
You only have one at a time. You had.
I know we have one. I know I loaded up on 3, but I know we'd switch them between each other. So
That's fine, but you can never have more than 40 points of skill soft on you at any time.
yeah. So no, I realize.
So it's not like you can have 40 in a skill, 40 in a skill, 40 in a skill. If you only had 3, you could have like
No, I
10
have
and
2.
one.
I have 2 and 20 for my kinetic weapons, and then for what was the other one? Unarmed combat. So it was
2 and 20.
Yeah,
Then that's it.
yeah. I know that was it. I was just.
Oh, you're talking about swapping it out.
swapping them out if there was any kind of delay between swapping them out. So
Yes, I would
Yeah,
say
you
it's
have
a
to
task
load
action.
skillware. It's nanoware in your brain, so you would need a fucking healing pad at least.
okay, so I thought it was just a program switch out. So never mind.
Not unless you are in a synth morph.
Okay, so no problem then. That's all. That was my confusion on that, but I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a skillware would have to like fuck with your muscle memory. It would have to fuck with your actual like
Yeah.
long-term, short-term memory. It's not like just a box. Like it would have to be
Okay, I thought it was just
mass distributed across your brain.
No.
No problem. I thought it was just
Very
an insert
careful.
program. So
Unless you're in a synthmorph, in which case it's...
It is that, but it's an emulated mind state, so you can rewire it real fast. In a
For the
human being,
biological
that's
brain.
nanoware, and you have to like.
okay, and it's something I never did when being in a bio.
Yeah.
No, we've never
Workshop.
had these kind of resources before, so it's never come up.
Yeah.
So okay, no problem.
Yeah. So
I will thought browse her if she allows.
okay, he will not resist, so you don't have to. You just have to roll to use it. See how effective it is.
22.
Wow, critical. Oh wow.
Success.
So what are you thought browsing for? Isn't it by keyword or is it just a surface thoughts? I'd have to look it up.
Thought browse is only for keywords.
Okay.
Deep scan is for general stuff. So I will thought browse dreamer.
Okay. Image comes up. Very recent memory of a place. It looks like Earth, but it's not ruined. The technology is there, but there is the Sandy's on a helicopter. There is a column or a pillar of glass, but the designs on the glass, it looks like glass, it is reminiscent of the Ectomi alien species. It is building over a central site. There's sort of an unnatural light coming from it as well, but below it there's a horde of people screaming, rushing, coming from all directions, rushing towards this pillar of glass. The sound of conflict of them being shredded, but them pushing forward. Some sort of massive battle is heading forward. You can hear the distant voices of the people screaming, and you can give me a kinesics check at -10 to see if you can recognize something about those people.
Odd 5.
They're actually screaming in these people from these flats, by the way, all speak in a very odd dialects, accents. They're very easily recognizable, like Elizabethans would be to us. But for those people, they're screaming. They sound like you, or they sound like normal people. They sound like people who are all screaming about dying, about getting to the evac center. They all have maddened looks in their eyes. They're
like it's Skynet.
So this is where all the fall egos went.
Yes, they've been put into bodies or something, and they're trying to overwhelm this alien sanctuary building structure. Then the helicopter goes into the light, and you see Bernal. You see the inside of Alpha Plus. So that's where the mirrored pillar is connected to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the sleeper's in the other.
Well, that's the thing. The sleeper and the dreamer are Titan, and which you can now guess by now. Everyone is the some sort of ectomy alien intelligence,
and that's the sleeper.
Yeah, and so Cronus appears to be trying to defeat it in some sort of battle of the egos, battle of the minds, the likes of which you cannot fully understand yet, or you can try and interpret. You have this information. You don't know how to interpret it. We can interpret it however you want. But that's the image you get from that.
Okay. So Sandy's not fucking with me, basically.
No, he is not not someone just trying to trick you. Also, you can T-ray scan them. They're flats. They have no implants.
Yeah. What are you doing?
They also have like wrinkles.
Just hold still.
Well, you just
we give you GANs.
Shit, like they're old.
Yeah, no, they have scars. They have wrinkles, flabby muscles. At least Sandy does.
Your muscles are flabby.
Flat arches, covered in sweat. Yeah, no.
It's like I should look in like, my God, I could totally help them. Like,
you could. I'm sure they'd really love that.
Oh my God, Tom, no.
What? I have like
Darts hit him in the neck. What's that? Just a nanomachine. Still working. Take me to this guy going to go see the sleeper then?
You mean go through the mirrored pillar?
Well, they said their guy is trying to go see the sleeper through the mirrored pillar, right?
The mirrored pillar will take you into the other universe. Well, the young kid from Alpha Plus, who told him some things about it, is going to the elevator to the sphere above you.
Okay, so the sphere is not the way.
The sphere is inside this universe. You can look up and see it.
Yeah.
The mirrored pillar is again about 7 meters tall, something like that. You activate anything within like 3 or 4 meters.
So if I go with you, you can take me to the sleeper.
Yes.
All right.
Into another universe. It is unstable. Well, I don't. It's not an exact science. You get within the area, but I don't know exactly where we will wind up in near it. But those hordes, there's this whole cult of the dreamer, and it's very terrible. It's a very complex affair. This has been going on. There's been a covert war fighting between these two factions for years, and we've been trying to get sense of it and save our world. I think it may be if this wormhole collapses, maybe our universes will be cut off from each other. Maybe ours will be destroyed entirely.
Ask them how long the hordes have been going through, because
it's hard to get time only for hours, but does time flow at the same rate here? Sandy's starting to work himself up into
it looks like. Should we rendezvous over there? Since we're pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you can also go to the.
I will drive emotion.
Okay.
Chill out, dude.
Okay.
Take it out.
All right.
Take it down.
He calms down.
So I say, hey, calm down. As I scanner myself. Okay, I will go with you, and I think one of you should stay here and keep this side safe. So, would you agree with that?
Yes.
Sandy?
Yes.
All right, who would you like to stay here?
Well, Nathaniel, he's a strong soldier. He will. He's
grizzled. Look how grizzled.
Yeah, no, he's scarred, grizzled. Yeah.
All right, I will. Nathaniel can stay here. I have some friends that are coming. They'll help him out, and then you and I can go see this sleeper.
Okay.
So I will message all of them. I am likely to disintegrate or die if I go through this. I think it's foolish to send the majority of us.
At least send somebody else with you, though, because big case.
I'm taking them, and they seem legit, or else they can fool me into thinking they're legit. And I know I'm not exactly talking to you about my abilities, but if they're capable of doing that, we're all dead on.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, I'll go with you.
Well,
because I can actually patch you up properly if you get badly injured.
Well,
it's
okay.
about minimum.
I know it's the whole octopus thing, but they're already a little bit weirded out. Maybe seeing somebody else who's a bit normal. Plus, no offense, I'm kind of curious to see this other world too.
Yeah. So
I
think we're all curious to see this.
Curiosity is great when you're not trying to save tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
There is already an unknown asset that is apparently armed and capable, trying to make a run at one of these anomalies, and we have to catch him. My suggestion would be to take Nathaniel and intercept that person, and then if I don't die, we can deal with what we find out later. But I don't know what's going on, and apparently I have to go through to talk to the sleeper guy. Does that make sense?
It does. So,
since I am the most heavily
Actually,
of
when
us,
you mentioned the kid,
I would suggest that I should be going with Nathaniel to stop the kid, who is going up towards that sphere, which can.
Actually, everyone can give me.
Didn't we hear something about the cage of flesh?
Everyone can give him
yeah. If you have enhanced vision, you can make a perception check.
okay.
That's a yes.
One.
All right.
Yes.
All right, if you make it, you with your enhanced vision, you can see the elevator things again from where you are. You look up one of them, you see someone pretty far away. He's about 200-300 meters up. He's climbing it. It's probably about 1.5 kilometers, but he's just climbing the outside of it, which looks very dangerous. So you could try and run up and catch him or talk him down or something like that.
Maybe I should go have a word with him.
Yeah, you could do that. So that's up to you. So if you want to do that, you can head off. So you start heading off in that direction. What about you, Aaron?
So, would you be okay with one of us going with you? Or?
I don't. If you want to like de-res and freak this guy out, that's fine. I think one of us goes or nobody goes. I don't care if it's me. If you insist on going, that's fine. But there's stuff you're gonna not see there that I will. But I think all of us going through a magic space portal into an alternate universe that may or may not be actual time travel.
Well, the thing
is tactically unsound.
Well,
it's mostly just about having your back just in case.
Well, and
something
also technically, I think most of us have gone to that world.
Once.
Yeah, we've been there once already.
I haven't, and I'm not.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. The Mitchum Cleary defense. Don't read them books.
All right.
Where they keep the magnets.
All
All right, fine, Tom.
If you want to go, Aaron, you can go, but
I think it's.
That's fine.
I think it's best if we.
I'm
let
not
Aspen
making
go.
like I want to hog the spotlight or like get the party, but like if this is going to be a fight the battle on Earth 1970 and live there for eternity, all four of us go. Fuck knows what happened to Firewall.
Oh yeah.
You know.
No, but in this case, it's more about the defense. But in any case, Tom.
No, I'm just gonna go because I'm right there anyway.
So you guys are just basically rushing.
Well, no, I figure we should just split the difference, but I'll rock paper scissors for you instead.
Characters have free will.
Yeah. Well, also, dude, thinking, I'm mainly a medical doctor. You actually know machines, which I think is going to be more useful for what you're doing here. And also, if he actually if he has to go psychic and someone has to drag him away from something,
I'll go.
All right, fuck it. I have invisible friends around here. They are very eager to go with you. Is there anything about it having to be me that goes?
No, you can go.
No, it just need a.
Doesn't have to be me. Okay,
It's just
I will
someone from
stay here
Firewall.
and deal with some other things. You two figure it out. You want to go stop that guy from Bradley touching the Terra? All right, let's go. We're going to go sprint to try and save people. You two.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair, it's just a basic tradecraft thing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not making that.
But I was
Let me go see it, but it's.
No, I wasn't let's split the group at only 2 by 2. So one person's not going by themselves. From
One person. Well, anyway, you made your choices, so both of you are going. So you two pop open. You scare them, but fortunately, Sandy has already been calmed thanks to driver motion, so he handles it pretty well.
what do you mean, by the way?
He's surprisingly
I'm sorry?
mellow for seeing a giant octopus.
Oh,
Yeah, giant. He's a human.
Theseus.
Yeah.
So I'm normal.
I thought the Theseus was... Isn't that the centaur one?
No, Theseus. That's Finra. Well, that's the vehicle one. Theseus is just kill titans.
So David and I are.
Yeah.
Well, I am loping as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I'm already flying.
Free run. Yeah.
I fly up.
God damn.
While invisible.
Actually, well, what's your mobility system?
Wait, are you referring to this one, David?
Yeah.
The Centaur?
That's... Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Let's see. Ionic.
Dude, I'd watch that.
Ionic. Does that work in normal gravity?
I
It
don't know.
works in normal gravity, but you don't fly.
Yeah. That's
You're
how it
Okay.
works. You can't get enough lift. You can get up and then you have to
You're
make
too weighed down by
guns.
Other
shit
things.
tons of guns.
Okay.
So it would
Let's
be
see, I've got-
climbing.
let's see, where is it? Hopper, Ionic, Walker,
Yeah,
Magnetic
you
System,
can't fly
Magnetic
up. You're
Limbs.
you're in Earth gravity. You can't fly up. So there would be climbing. If you have a spindle climber, you obviously get like a plus 30 to your climb check.
Spindle climber.
You have a spindle climber.
Yeah, Swede made that.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All right, do you want to handle this by yourself?
All right, so
And it's
Aaron.
a 10 on
It
the
doesn't
climb
matter.
check,
We were
so
going 2 by 2 anyway,
we're going
so
fine.
Well, no, you could.
because we mostly got backup, so that was.
Well, backup is one thing, but spreading risk is another.
You know, Errol, as an assassin, you probably know this stuff, but I'm rather new to this
Yeah.
whole line of work, and it seems to me, while the anarchist lifestyle is good for things like uplift rights, some fucking command structure would be good in this goddamn organization. It just seems like a pivotal oversight is all. They have to put things to a fucking popularity vote like we're fucking high school mascots.
Yeah.
Goddamn. I'm going to trail off electronically into curse words.
All right.
And angry monkey hoots as I try and climb this goddamn elevator.
Well, you two, you head into the pillar. Give me will times 1 saves, and you lose track of the attack net. As you head into whatever that other place is.
No.
Okay.
14. Critical failure.
Okay.
Critical failure for will times 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's no additional penalty, I think, for will saves. It's just you fail, so it's 6 lucidity. You made it. Oh, you got 100. Okay.
No, I got 14. I just put my dice down.
Okay.
So that'll put me over a trauma.
Okay. It's a traumatic experience. It's worse than going through a Pandora gate. You didn't realize that was possible.
As we climb here, I cannot help but think quietly to myself, perhaps we should have sent the ones with the strongest will through. Perhaps, I don't know, the psychic,
Yeah.
My will is
who's
25.
been dealing with this kind of shit for quite a long time.
And we're also a
possibly.
gate crash.
No, it's
I don't know.
okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. We're at 50% combat effectiveness without firing a shot or seeing an angry machine god yet. So
Oh my god, are you
goddamn mother.
Are you just gonna, is this what you're going to do the whole time?
Yes.
And even after the mission's over?
To be fair, he's entitled to some grumbling, I think.
I'm playing my character. I don't
Yeah.
care,
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
I just it's a funny role-playing moment as you climb a giant space up.
Both of you appear over the ground, above about 20 feet above the roof of a building. So give me free running checks.
Okay.
Free running?
Yeah.
Yes.
While they're doing that, I'm going to light something
Yes.
on fire.
Okay, you start falling. You realize Sandy is falling with you. You might want to try and catch him.
Critical failure again.
Okay. Aaron, you only take 4 points of damage.
I'll catch. If I
But
can.
you wang off the side of the building, and you hit the ground.
Actually, does my armor absorb any of that?
Oh yeah, it's kinetic. So yeah,
I have 16 kinetic, so it's like,
it's 1 point of damage.
Ow.
And so what, can I catch her?
Sandy is a guy.
Oh, I see it with the guy. Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, who names
What's
a guy?
wrong with your Fred?
You wrap your tentacles around him and cushion his fall. He is traumatized by that.
Oh my god! Have you ever been caught by tentacles before?
No.
Like, oh, I'm terribly sorry about that.
It is a ruined industrial building. That's all you can get. Aaron, you're on the ground. You hear screaming all around you. People screaming in a multitude of languages. Screaming something about the evac center. Get to the evac center. You look around you. You're in a slightly wooded area. The building is just sort of made of it.
Woods.
Yes, trees, forest. Give me a will times 3 save.
Me too.
You're on the roof of the building. You're not quite...
Okay.
You smell fresh air. It is traumatizing.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, welcome to Earth.
Failure.
Another failure.
Not crit, but failure.
Well,
just
hey, it's
two
not crit.
cities.
Things are working up.
There's a mob of people rushing at you.
How much was that again? Sorry.
Just 2.
Okay.
It's not nearly as bad. But there's a mob of people rushing at you. They're armed with you can't tell how many there are. Your little muse loses track of number of targets. There's a stampede and you're in the way. What are you going to do?
You said we're in the middle of the forest, right?
No, well, you're at the edge of a forest. There's a building to your right. The forest is to your
Where
left.
are they charging?
Behind Aaron. They're like running towards at him. You're on the roof.
I know, but
give me a perception check and you can get your bearings.
Nope.
All right, you're just like, what the? There's too much censoring. Give me a will time.
Is there a large tree next to
Yes.
me?
The closest, tallest thing to you is the building that you wanged off of.
I love that. Keep using that word, right?
It's an appropriate term.
Yeah,
I know.
Wang.
It's the onomatopoeia. You're wearing heavy armor. And it's metal
That's
on
number
concrete. It wanged.
So, do I still actually have the spindle climber?
No, you have smart materials that help. All right, give me a climbing check.
So,
Don't critically fail this one.
I'll try not to.
Damn it, Ross. You didn't have to say
He
that.
didn't need me to
And
critically fail those first two.
what bonus does the spindle give you on
I
me?
think it's plus 20 or 30.
30, okay. So,
We'll go.
I'll 2.
All right, yeah, no, you totally make it. You spindle back up there before.
So they weren't charging him. He was just tapping into
He was in their way.
Yeah.
What'd you get on your will times 3?
43.
Okay, you made it. You like, holy shit, this looks as close to Earth as, you can't tell. Yeah, it is.
Like, are those deciduous trees?
Yes, they are.
Like, it's just regular lumber.
Yeah.
I've never seen not
And
space
concrete.
lumber.
And they make doors out of wood, not
Like-
space lumber.
like what-
How could they do this?
Like, that is
decadence.
Like,
it's
by the
a-
way, if there was actually a freaking ocean nearby that wasn't polluted, I probably would totally.
Nope, you're in Chernobyl. There's no ocean nearby.
It's Ukraine.
Doctor, which way do we need to go?
There, he points, and you turn around, you look at it, you see a massive pillar made of glass, it looks like, but the design is quite alien and unfamiliar to you. Except, no, it is kind of familiar to you. It's ectomy. You've experienced ectomy architecture before.
How far is it away?
It looks like a couple kilometers. It also looks like it's very tall. It's much taller than a cooling tower. Seems to have been possible. Well, you're too far away, but actually you can give me perception checks if you have enhanced vision.
Yep.
So can you.
Yep. Yes.
No.
I do make that.
Okay. With you can kind of see through. It looks like it was built over a cooling tower.
No. Fun fact.
Yeah.
There are no cooling towers at Chernobyl.
In this universe, there is.
Mind blown.
So there is.
Thank you, Ross.
Yes. But you can see that you can hear the screaming now as there are just hordes and hordes of people rushing towards it. You can study the people if you want to figure something out about them, or there are buildings that look like they will take you. Someone will have to take a negative 10 check to carry Sandy, because he's,
What's your psalm?
My sum in this 20.
No, it's a negative 10 to you. It's more of a question of like carrying
Or
the
a brute strength roll?
No, it's climbing.
Climbing.
Oh,
So.
climbing.
Because I assume you're using the spindle climber to go from building to building,
Yes.
Rooftop to rooftop.
So yeah, I was going to ask if
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
What's your climbing at then?
15, but it's only up to a 45 with the
I
spindle
have a
climber.
25 without a spindle
Okay.
climber.
I can give you the spindle climber and then
Sandy says, "Wait, do you have a radio in your equipment?"
Yes, but
you could call it that. What do you need?
We have friends. You see, I'm the director of the Orpheus Project. We've been trying to learn the difference, trying to fight the sweeping tide. There's been dozens of incidents. I'm sorry, it's a cobra. But anyways, they have equipment. We have vehicles nearby.
What's the frequency?
It's 85 megahertz.
It was like, what? 85
Yeah.
megahertz? Is that even a thing?
Give me an interfacing check at a negative 10.
I do have interfacing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes!
All right, you got 13 now. You can call it. You realize your mesh inserts
I'm
can...
like, look, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll see. I'll get programming in.
Yeah, you open it up. Okay, so how do I... where's your microphone? How do I...
Right. It's in my armor. Tapper. Like, it's in my armor right here. Here, like, just speak right here.
Okay. So he speaks into your armor. Says, "Look, we'll have a helicopter coming to us. We can get very close to it. We need to give them a signal so they know where we are. I don't know exactly where this building is. So maybe we need to get taller, up higher. There's a building there. There's like a larger building, like 6 stories tall. So that would be one climbing check to get up there and wait for the helicopter.
All right.
But obviously, if you fail, So
I has Moxie. Fuck.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, okay. I think my climbing is it's 10% higher than you've got. So if you want me to carry him,
Yes.
all right, I'll do that.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So
gonna come down to
give me those checks.
Like okay, like are you cool with me this now? Like,
I'll just close my eyes.
like you do that. Think of something happy. All right. So you said plus 13.
Yeah. Minus.
Yes, I do.
All right.
So
Barely, but yeah.
Barely, but yeah.
all right.
But barely is better than not.
Yeah. So do you go up first? I guess
Yes,
you
I go
go
up
up
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you get Sandy up there. So yeah, go ahead. Roll.
Is it basically like just like one of those zip line things?
Odd 7 made it.
All right. Yeah. No, you're fine.
We are taking out Big Bank. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, so you get over there. You start waiting for the helicopter. The screaming. You get a little closer. You can see that you have no choice but to look at the crowd below. Both of you can give me perception checks.
Okay.
I have not made a perception roll.
24 made it.
Yeah,
All right, give me roll
except
times
that
3.
one. I didn't see a thing.
Well, you two are so
33 critical success.
All right,
Success.
you gain 1 lucidity. Why not? So you see, there are multiple. You realize there are way more than 100,000 people here. There are tens of thousands of people just around this building. This is only one section of it. They're totally surrounding the building, but they're cloning whatever's happened. There's some whatever these people, whatever they are, they're cloned on a mass scale. You can see the same face 6 or 7 times in the crowd.
If I T-ray them, are these all flats?
They looks like they have some kind of implants, but you can't tell what they are.
So no cortical stack of all.
You can't tell. You're 50. You're like, well, actually, you can only see the people who are right below the building.
You want to get closer?
Well, you'd have to actually recognize. You'd have to grab one if you wanted to do that.
No, we don't. You do.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So meanwhile, back up on the elevator, both of you can either. I assume you climbed instead of trying to hack open the panel. It looked like as you ran by the base of the elevator, it looked like whoever was there tried to hack it open but failed. His infosec skills weren't up to snuff. So you two start climbing up. So you can either try to message him, radio him or just catch up and grab him. Because he'll probably see you pretty soon, or unless you want to sneak up on him.
Oh, I've still got the chameleon cloak on. So.
Okay, yeah, you're invisible.
I will not have it on.
Yeah. So do you? How do you?
Hello. Wait, please.
The kid stops. He's covered in sweat. He's been, apparently he has a spindle climber too, but he doesn't know much about climbing, so he's just sheer luck he made it this high up. You're about 500 meters up, by the way. Still pretty much at the height where gravity is still at full Earth. So if he falls, yeah, that's going to be bad. But he stops. He's like, "Who are you?"
Aspen.
What?
My name is Aspen. That's what you asked, right?
Why are you here?
I'm very concerned about what you're doing.
I'm trying to save my home.
Okay, that's great, but
As a chimp, it's kind of amazing you're not dead yet. Sort of an expert at the climbing thing.
Isn't that racist?
Well, actually, I'm a gorilla.
Yeah.
I'm just in a chimp's body.
Isn't that specious, though?
No.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know.
Like, octopi can juggle better than you and I. It's just a fact. They have more arms. Like, it's not...
Okay,
You're not a bouncer. You don't have opposable toes.
Oh, yeah.
There's any number of things going wrong here. Also, what are you doing?
I'm trying to... That's where it is. The Titan. I think if I have some explosives, I think I could just blow it up. I don't know what's in there. They took a lot of people.
Is that the only place where it's at? It's not cloud distributed. It's not on the mesh network. It's not nanoscopic. Do you know these things?
Well, why should I trust you? You could just be a trick sent by it to confuse me.
Why would it need to confuse you? It's a Titan. It can kill you.
Persuade plus 20.
09.
Okay. You say,
you don't rank, kid. It doesn't need to use strategy against us.
Look, it told the council, the elders, that it would give them technology if they kept the station stable while it performed its miracle. So there's no exsurgent virus.
What was its name? Kronos?
Well, only the elders would know that. It said it went by many names among its enemies. Kronos sounds familiar.
Lorne?
Oh, him? Oh, God, he's up there. He's immune. Did you know that?
Well, I mean, he's immune like your fingernails are immune to your blood cells. It's...
No, they re-instanced him. It told the elders everything, and the elders said that Lauren was a prophet, and he would be, as a reward, he would be put back in his original ego and more, but made immune to the external.
Yeah, kid, I haven't been doing this long, but when they start calling it a prophet, you should probably start shooting it.
Well, he's up there, but it wanted everything neat and tidy. Here, I'll come down. He starts glowing.
I've been climbing towards him slowly.
All right, so you're there. Look, they said that they would get these gifts of Titan technology, and they use the Titan technology to upgrade the station, but it's not the crazy stuff that infects people. It's stable. It's just better than ours as a gift because they didn't want anything to be unstable while it did that he points to the wormhole light. So it says it's trying to extract info. It's trying to, I don't know. They're talking about a war of the gods, of the crusade against the evil, the alien, something like that. I mean, that's their interpretation. All I know is, that's the heart of it. But the elders would know more about it. They're there at the Pandora Gate babysitting it. They're worshiping the technology. They're scary by it. You should not get close to them. They have guns. They'll shoot anybody that gets close.
The counselor?
The elders. Yeah. They're the only armed people in the station because they think that the gate thing is the key to it all. But I think blowing that sphere.
So they're guarding the gate?
Yeah. But
the sphere is unguarded?
The sphere...
that's why you're going to blow it up?
Yeah. I assume it's unguarded.
And you're going to blow it up because it's going to stop what?
Well, then the Titan will leave. If it blows up, it'll be gone, right? I mean, that's...
Your logic is not connecting here.
But that's where the Titan itself is housed. It says it couldn't be in a computer. It had to take people and make a new home for itself, as well as the cage of flesh, something like that.
Okay. What was your name again?
Steve. I'm supposed to get it's supposed to be called Indigo 8. That's my for my job title or whatever. But I haven't finished with the psychosurgeries yet. I'm new. I still have free will.
Maybe don't finish the psychosurgeries yet, Steve.
Yeah, I think this is a detriment to my path. I think, maybe I'm going to reevaluate this.
That's the smartest thing you've said yet, Steve.
But my cousin and my rest of my family's here too, and they've all had the surgery. They seem really happy. Well, I shouldn't talk about that. Really, it's just to keep from everybody dying. But the Titan's brain is up there, and it's helpless because it can't. It needs all its concentration to focus on getting to fight the alien, whatever it is. So yeah.
So what kind of explosive did he think would do the trick?
He has one satchel charge. It would blow up a room. Steve does not know much about explosives.
Well, Steve, believe it or not, I'm the professional here. God, we're fucked. Anyway, so why don't you give me that?
That was my plan H.
And why don't you take this spindle and
I have a
go
spindle.
back to the... I know, but very slowly and carefully go back to the ground.
Okay. All right. Oh God, I'm really high up.
You are quite high up.
This is kind of a dumb thing to do, wasn't it?
Takes a big man to admit when he's wrong.
There's a thin line between bravery and idiocy, and
there's a straddling it.
Having gone on what has byou called some brave missions before, I would argue there's no line, and that bravery is a made-up word. So, you can't be blamed too much, but you're not dead. So, try and keep that going on.
Okay.
And his heart was in the right place.
So, Steve, I know you want to save your family and friends.
Yeah.
So, I don't think you're going to abandon me here.
Yeah.
But there's a shuttle back the way we came.
Yeah.
You could stand near that.
Okay.
And just try and not draw any attention to yourself.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. So you do that.
Do not leave without me.
Oh no, I don't. Well, I mean, what are the? I mean, I assume the shuttle's got codes on it. I mean, I don't.
Yes, it does. Lots of codes.
Okay.
Hard to break codes.
Well, I don't know how to break codes.
Please don't say that because you're a floating death bot covered in guns that's invisible right now.
Yeah, I might startle poor Steve. And then the spindle grabs on. Oh God! But then he breaks his back.
Gwen Stacy,
Again,
no.
comes EMT for Steve.
Yeah.
We forget about the extract.
All right, so Steve starts climbing down. What are you two going to do next?
I will climb up.
All right.
Keep climbing up.
All right, so you two are climbing. Give me another climb check, as you have to make it to the gravity transition area.
Yeah, we're fine.
I am fine.
All right, you make it up. All right, so you two, the helicopter shows up. Is
that thing burning petrochemicals?
It is.
Holy shit!
It is quite.
I take a picture.
Your eyes,
You
your
are
cameras are your eyes are cameras.
I know, but I like to do that. Oh yeah, I don't. I
You do the bender thing, neat, and take a photo.
Except I do that. Oh yeah, it's a tentacle now.
Yes, you chose that.
I know, like I did, and it's awesome, but it's just I can't do the click thing.
All right, so thing is, the helicopter can't land on the building; it's too small, so it drops a ladder down for you guys to climb up. But I say you don't have to roll for that. That's pretty shit. Yeah. So you get up there, and so it starts flying towards the pillar.
Are any of Sandy's colleagues having issues with the talking octopus?
It's just Sandy.
The pilot's probably busy flying.
Yeah, the pilot is busy flying. He actually no. Let's see.
He crashes.
He does freak out. Sandy talks him down though. So he is very agitated.
I only wish I understood this dialect of English they're speaking.
Yeah.
Like radical, man.
Yes, clearly. That's what they speak in the 80s. So as you're flying close to it, Sandy says, how do you want to get there? I don't know anything about this structure. It looks like they're trying to... The mob is trying to get through... The horde, I guess, is trying to get through the floor. I mean, this structure only appeared a few days ago. And then these people appeared, and we don't know where they're going. They have these metal implants in them, and they're mad. They keep screaming about evacuation and that they're scared, and there's clone. It's I don't know what's going on exactly, but
deception on him to kind of go with him.
Our kinesics.
I just said Titan fuckery.
Yeah.
Except That's like it's a panic program that's a panic program that the dreamer put into them. It's shock and awe basically.
Okay.
19 made it.
Okay. All right. Well, he believes you. You're the experts.
Thatcher let this happen.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like they're pushing their way through it looks like there's no defenses except the architecture itself. It's just whenever the mob pushes against the glass plate, it shatters, just flaying them. And they're so heavy, they're just pushing through miles of their dead. But it's just a matter of attrition. Sooner or later, they will punch their way through. You can only get so your options are you could do a flyby to T-ray it and try and get a sense of the interior structure. That will be someone will have to roll for the pilot to see how close he can get because again there's weird dimensional energies flowing out. It's not exactly a stable place to fly. Or you could just get above it and rappel down onto the roof of it.
We should probably get some idea of what we're going into before we do it.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's probably ectomian nature. So
Well, that's literally all you know.
That can mean a lot of things.
You are not as you
right,
have interest ectomy architecture.
Shall we attempt a flyby?
Yeah. Or xenoarchaeology.
Interest Titan. Interest gate crashing.
No.
Damn it.
Not the same thing.
You could grok it.
Yeah.
Let's do a flyby.
Okay. So pilot has a skill at 70%. Who's going to roll?
I'll roll.
All right. Roll.
Wait, you're piloting the helicopter?
I'm rolling for the pilot.
He's rolling for the hack.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right.
Here, let me have this.
Player agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So you get through. Both of you give me perception checks.
Okay.
You T-ray.
Raying the hell out of
You
this
can only
thing.
T-ray part of it.
Holy
Yes, seven.
shit! I still don't make it.
29. Wow.
20.
75 with the plus 20 on that. So
All right. So you get a partial scan. So you have some idea of it. It looks like there is. It's sealed entirely except for the very exit or very bottom where people are pushing through. It actually seems to have some sort of structure you can't even begin to tell. But anytime the bottom is destroyed, the next layer just falls down on top of it. So they have to demolish the entire thing to get through it. So it's actually shrinking in size. It's still quite tall, but it's only a matter of time before they get through it. But yeah.
so they're literally destroying the base and bringing the tower down.
Yes, but the tower doesn't collapse when that happens. It just gets the next layer in there. You can't even tell how that would work, but yeah.
It's alien.
Yeah,
That's probably
it's very advanced. However, you guys have advanced technology. You could possibly cut a hole in the glass to get through the roof, or you could try and push your way through the zombie crowd, or you could just try and punch through the middle of it. If you can punch holes through it, and then just.
But there's no guarantee that that level wouldn't come down, though. So
yeah, you don't know. They're working there on.
I say
what weapons did you bring with you?
I have a kinetic rifle with AP rounds.
And so I have my kinetic rifle, although I forgot. Let me look up the ammo again that I
Well, it's
loaded
a
into
kinetic
it.
rail rifle.
Yeah.
So it's a kinetic rail. I have a heavy kinetic rail pistol, but I got specific ammunition for it. So
They could, yeah.
Where are you?
If you took over the helicopter, you realize if you just crashed the helicopter through it, you could easily get through it, but that would obviously kill your, two people, so. All right.
No, that's why. I could just wrap around like I was like, hold on, like he said, stay very still.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work. He's in a flat. He's not that durable. And he's an old guy. He's not even that durable.
I've never seen a guy as old as you.
Yeah.
As I wrap around, like, I've never seen anyone quite like you.
that's
not going to scare him at all, Tom.
He's just making will saves every round. at this
You're
point.
so creepy.
Hi, Caleb.
All right, so Aaron, have you figured it out?
Actually, damn, yeah, because we have no idea whether reactive armor piercing would actually take that thing.
I say we go through the top.
No, definitely, but
Okay.
The first Indiana business to deny people is a pizza place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I love this. I just read a comment on one of the news articles.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing I've ever read. Who gets a pizza place to cater their weddings? Not to mention what self-respecting gay man gets a pizza place to live. It's like it's a wedding. It's
Okay,
not like a fucking congrats on your test taking day for like.
Oh yeah, dude. And have you seen the
or like Pizza Friday?
like, have you seen the Yelp page for that place?
No.
Oh, it's
but-
gone insane with people giving it like either 5 stars. Like it's like I'm a gay.
But I love
I'm
like
gay,
everyone
gay.
like getting geared up for the outrage.
imagine this one guy is like, who gets a pizza?
All right, so you're going to go on the roof.
Yeah. So
Okay. That would be another piloting check, Tom.
Like, just like Saigon.
I wasn't even born yet.
what's Saigon?
And yes, 65.
Okay. You make it. So the Saint says, I don't. I'll be nearby. Just radio again.
Like, don't worry, we'll do.
All right.
Like, you're taking this very well.
Actually, no. Sandy wants to go with you.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. You can talk him out of it if you want to, or just tell him no.
All right.
I mean, he's done remarkably well
Yeah.
so far.
He has.
He did jump universes,
Yeah.
and he's talking to a fucking octopus.
With a human
The
mind.
guy's a hard ass.
Apparently, he survived.
Also, he's calm for like another 30 more minutes,
Yeah,
whether
no.
he wants to be or not.
yeah, exactly.
There is that.
There is that.
You
too.
know what the hell?
I'll say, look, we explained the danger to him,
Yeah.
and how there's a very good chance it's going to be worse than death if this goes tits up.
What kind of scholar would I feel fine. What kind of scholar would I be if I didn't
Like-
try to quest to find the unknown?
As soon as he says
Especially when things are about to
as soon
go
as he
tits
says
up.
that, it was like, like
Well,
it's
good,
his choice.
Good on you, Montana Smith.
It's his choice.
All right, good night.
I'll do this like here. Let me grab on you.
Okay. So you both go down
Yeah.
on it, and you realize the surface of this is absolutely smooth, and it has
Frictionless?
frictionless, and it is actually sort of rises up, so you start sliding off it immediately. What are you gonna do?
Cyber claws out and sticking.
All right, make an attack. Just roll damage.
Does roll damage? All right.
Yeah.
So what was the cyber claws at? Sorry.
Are you going to do at least 30 damage against armor? Are you at least going to get through 30 points of armor?
Probably not.
Then your cyber claws bounce off.
Is there anything to wrap a spindle around?
It is perfectly smooth. You could try and throw it back to the helicopter. Or you could start sliding off the side of the
You
building.
could have told us it was a flat surface.
You know,
You actually couldn't tell because it's alien architecture. It's
Actually,
not
as
that
a
well-
chop-
Might I make a
Chopper's still-
suggestion?
Yeah.
Actually, we just repelled down.
Yeah.
We should still be like, all right, hold on.
Okay. That's both of you give me climb checks to see if you hold on.
You
do.
have
Okay.
octopus tentacles
Yeah.
with suction cups.
All right, so you're holding on to Sandy, and you're holding on to the helicopter. Helicopter starts gyrating a little bit.
Nope. Oh, yeah, with the spindle, I missed by 3.
Okay. Oh, shit. Actually, the spindle's attached to you, but you fall, you slide down, hit yourself, so you're just on the ground. You can't pick yourself up. So you're just like that, and your arm's feeling a little, pulling out a little bit. You actually, both of you can give me perception checks.
Yes.
Okay, you actually realize this isn't glass. It's some sort of incredibly advanced alien smart material, and it's actually changing its structure to try and slide you off, which is why you didn't detect it earlier. It actually reacts to intruders. So while you two are thinking about that, what you want to do next, and Tom, though, actually give me another check for the pilot. He has to, the winds start picking up.
That's 32. But
All right.
50 doesn't matter. He makes
All right, he makes it.
Dude, this guy's like, he's got the right stuff coursing
Yeah,
through his
no,
veins.
they pay him pretty well.
Plus, he's got to be chewing gum, right?
Tobacco, of course. So, anyways, you two are climbing up. You're actually in the low gravity part now.
He is the Russian.
Getting to
I find myself like, I was like, man,
low gravity, not microgravity.
man, I hope the rest of our team's doing better than we are.
So you're getting closer. Both of you can give me perception checks.
Yeah.
I make?
Okay. Both of you see that there are two major elevator things, shafts basically that go into the sphere or connect to it. And there's also like you could try and climb your way and then try and force open a hatch to get inside. You could try and the sphere itself seems to be metal, perfectly spherical though. It's also shielded, so you cannot T-ray it. So you have to get inside to find out what's in there. But you can also see that there's power couplings and cables. They're drawing a lot of power. There's also coolant cables. It looks like it's making a lot of heat as well. So that's what you're able to see easily. So what are you just going to try and open one of the hatches?
So this is what I understand with T-rays too?
Yes, it is shielded from T-rays. Okay. So.
All right, so Aspen, this is... what's your play here? Let me tell you, I do have several doses of liquid thermite with me, so we could sabotage it from the outside, or we could force it.
You don't know what's in there.
We don't know what's in there. We just know cage of flesh is somewhere
it's probably
inside.
not an orphanarium, so I think you're good on that.
I think we need to get inside and see it first.
I was afraid you were going to say that. So which hatch do you want to force open?
Probably the one on the elevator you're on, so you don't have to climb over to the other one. Just a thought.
Yes.
All right, so you use your liquid thermite. Do you have demolitions?
Is there a way to do it without blowing it open or burning it open? Or...
Well, it is locked.
We might want to save that liquid thermite for something later.
It is locked, so you... How do you want to open it?
Is it locked manually or electronically?
Electronically. Yeah. I mean, it does have manual components, so you could try...
I do have InfoSec.
You could try an InfoSec check.
Liquid thermite it is.
Or you could use, do you have demolitions?
I do.
Okay. If you, with demolitions, you might be able to just...
BT Dubs, you're in a Reaper morph. You ain't infosecing shit.
No, I mean, you still can. It's just there's...
No, he can.
Yeah.
And if he gets infected, he can murder the fuck out of you.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
So,
downside.
no, you ain't infosecing a goddamn thing.
Fair enough. That is the downside of cyberbrain hacking. It's real quick.
Yeah. No, you are... As he's saying that, I'm like jamming gum in his mesh inserts or something.
All right. So with you can either just use, you don't have to make a skill roll to use thermite, but that will destroy the hatch. If you want to have more control over it or save some of your thermite, it'll use all. How many things of thermite do you have?
I've got 3.
Okay, it'll use actually 2 of them without a skill check.
Or I could try for a little bit of finesse.
Yeah, if a standard skill check, you could just use it to make it use 1, or you could have it use it to where you only you use 1, but you only melt away the latch part of it, so you can close it again. That's a bad penalty though, because that's a lot more finesse. Or you do some other effect if you want. So if you critically fail, you have to use all your thermite.
Okay. Well, I was figuring on...
Backing away.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, can Bane send you any more equipment?
Bio sending the thermal drill guys.
Well, I do still have the caddy bot in the shuttle with the extra machine railguns, plasma rifles, and plenty of...
Anyways, make your demolition check. Are you just with the finesse or not?
Going for finesse,
Okay.
and 45 out of 55.
All right, successful. You can close it again. You'll have to put something on the hatch in order to keep it closed from one side or the other, because you've melted away the lock, but that's it. And you only use 1 unit of thermite. So you open it up. Who's going to look in?
Yes.
All right. Are you looking into, David?
Well, I'm very interested to see how a Reaper would kind of do a sneak and peek.
Yeah. Give me will times 3. Will times 2, actually.
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
Fail that.
All right.
Just a fail, though.
There's dogs playing poker in there.
It's worse, actually. It's 7. Let's see.
It's canasta.
Yeah.
They're playing
Holy
canasta.
shit, that's a lot of...
It is.
Yeah.
You see a horror show. You realize, and you can feel it. As well. Your async abilities are just be shuddering in sympathy. What you see is a attempt to create a distributed computing network through brain matter, neurological brain matter. You see where a few thousand residents of Alpha Plus have wound up as a massive chain organic computer that is around the interior of the sphere, all along the walls. Their brains are linked to each other through organic tissue that has been just made from. There's a sleeving facility and a bod that is constantly maintaining it, or a small crew of robots. They're just a giant organic brain. The people there, their bodies have shriveled up. On one side, though, in the center, there is basically a giant chair for Well, the cage of flesh morph, larger than before. It is actually in the center of the wormhole light, the column of light.
The cage of flesh morph, the pseudo ectomy
Yes.
thing from before. I have to make another will test.
Oh yeah, you're scared shitless.
That's arachnophobia,
Yeah.
specifically giant alien arachnophobia.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
I make that one, thankfully,
Okay.
so I don't go crazy.
It is, if anything, it looks like it is an excruciating pain. It is writhing around. You can tell already. Give me a sense check, actually.
I make
These thousands of brains are locked in some sort of async conflict with the cage of flesh morph. Being channeled through it, but there's one other thing of interest. You see Lauren Crystal in a generic Alpha Plus uniform, sort of huddled on the ground, eyes wide. He hears the hatch melting. He looks over at you. He looks like out of his mind in fear. But you look, you could, what do you two do? As you both are stunned for a moment, the fate of these thousands of people. Probably over 1,000, not less than 2,000. Something like that. Yeah.
Profession
It's a light
assassin.
day for Firewall.
It's not
a Tuesday.
All right. So, if I were contracted to kill this thing, how would I go about that? What would be the most efficient way to take
Which
it down?
fucking thing? Is the organic brain keeping the sleeper intact? Is the sleeper using the organic brain? What's Lauren doing? We can't kill anything.
until you understand it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if
that's
we
what I'm
kill
going
one
for.
side, the other side wins, and we get our asses kicked. So,
Yes. This is true. You could try and talk. Lauren he's heard the sound. Looks like he heard the thermite melting because he's looking around for something, but he doesn't quite notice you yet. So you can try.
So who's going to negotiate?
Also, you're going to go in. You're staring at this from outside, I assume.
you continue infiltrating. You take complex actions to aim every weapon
actually,
at him.
At Lauren?
you see. Actually, there's one other thing. Also, in the hatch, you can see that there is a small station for the elevator to come up and down, which is actually normal metal and organic. You actually see a rack of clean suits. That are right in there. There's also a thin little bubble door. Looks like the brain sphere room is a clean room. So you could pierce that, or you get a clean suit and put it on to put it in. Or in
And
fact,
put shit on.
okay,
I've been
you have your own back suit on.
fuckled too many times where Ross Payton put on these clothes in campaign climaxes. Thank you very much, sir.
What other times is that?
Big Wheel, where you gave us radiation suits that just so happen to be full of disassembling nanites that tried to fucking eat my ass.
Oh yeah,
Shan't be happening again, sir.
once.
One example that he can readily remember.
Fair enough. You have you have armor. You have environmentally sealed armor on
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah, you see that. And you're a giant killbot, so it doesn't really matter for you. So yeah,
See, once again,
what is your approach?
silver lining to the killbot.
Lauren,
He hears you. He goes up to the entrance of the. Wait, you're those troubleshooters, aren't you? I remember you were on the planet. You were
That troubleshooter. I'm invisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're one of those troubleshooters.
I'm liking Ghost Reaper Morph insurance policy.
Yeah. Sorry. You've got to get me out of
Ghost
here.
Reaper insurance. They'll never see it coming.
Actually, with that, like a good neighbor, Ghost Reaper is there.
Yeah. Die! Everything dies.
Ghost
What's the
Reaper was
problem? Oh, we just needed our flat fix. Die! Everything dies.
Ghost Reaper
I just
was the name
needed
of
a
an album
quote.
by my high school ska band.
Yeah. So, Laura says, look, I don't know if you know this, but this is an experiment from a Titan. We're in a very dangerous ground. But I know what it's up to. I know what it wants. It can't hurt me. So he starts talking about the biological structure of the brain and what's going on. So it's a lot of technobabble being read at you very fast, or spoken to you very fast. So if you have any science skills, you can try and interpret them, figure out what he's trying to say, or you could ask him to speak in English. If only you had a biologist with you.
Yes, if only.
Anyway,
Or TACnet it in.
well, the TACnet doesn't work against parallel universes.
I also have a shit ton of nanoswarms on me that I can't program. Because the guy who can program them
Well, they have presets.
gone walkabout.
I'd flip you off if I could.
Yeah. Actually, you can't because you don't have multiple fingers.
That's why I said I'd flip you off if I could.
Well, I thought because you meant you weren't in that universe.
No, it's the physical.
It could be both, yeah.
I
The
instantly
one I'm focusing on.
So, while you're thinking about how you want to get, you can try and...
No, I know. I'm like, Lauren, fucking calm down.
All right, persuade, standard check, to get him to listen to
I'm
you.
gonna go with intimidate.
Okay, intimidate will work too.
Lauren, fucking calm down.
No.
That works. 50 out of 50.
Okay. Oh God, you're not scientist. Okay. Here, this is that thing over there. He points to the cage of flesh. Is not. It's a morph. It was designed to house an alien ego. A very not a standard ego, but like like the equivalent of a seed AI.
We've met.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've lost more time than I thought. He
Must have been between all those bouts of killing me.
What? Oh God! Did it take my identity too? Oh God!
Okay.
Look,
Music's that.
sure.
Is he a crafty titan? Or
I'm also
a
music
real
singing.
person?
Okay.
I'm a real boy.
34.
Okay.
22.
He looks sincere,
success.
as far as you could tell. He looks like a frightened human who is who is woken up to find himself in a very bad place.
Why would Kronos have him sleeve Lorne as Lorne? What fucking sense does that make?
Titan.
I guess.
I'm here. I'm supposed to monitor. I'm like an anchor, something, a link to know where it is in relation, because the Titan is trying to merge with the alien, but it can't. It found its ego in a stored artifact, but it couldn't. It was like compressed data. It couldn't read it, so it had to build something that could read that ego and instance it. Right? Do you follow me with that? And this isn't a normal alien ego. It was it's as smart as a Titan, but alien. I can't tell what it is, but it scares the Titan, or it's worried about it. So it built this. He points to all the people because it's trying to use some sort of combination of the Watts-McLeod virus, and there's some sort of wormhole generating. I don't know what that's about, but it's trying to absorb all of the knowledge of this alien while keeping it helpless, and make it as powerful as it can be, but yet smart as it possibly can be, but helpless otherwise. But that's just it. It wants me. I'm some sort of anchor point to know where it is in relationship, because it's losing track of time and self. It's sublimating itself into the alien ego, so it doesn't want to. I'm like its lighthouse.
That does make kind of sense. 'Cause
I'm immune to everything that the extraterrestrial virus can do. It made me immune to everything in this morph. I'm vaccinated against it, I think. This place is crawling with nanoswarms and other things inside the clean room. But there's maybe. Do you know any brain experts? You see, I can't think. My mind's scattered. But this is a brain. You see, there's the cerebrum. There's the limbic system. There's some alien structures in there. It built itself a brain so it could read the mind of an alien. If we can, but that's just it. We could do brain surgery. I could lobotomize it.
If only we had a fucking neurologist.
I'm not a neurologist.
Yes, you just designed morphs that can take multiple mind states of potentially millions of egos for multiple species.
Well, what's the skill be?
You don't know anything about that.
I would allow pretty much any biological science, even morph design, because you know where the cerebrum is. Anyways, you're in another universe. So
You're on vacation
Yes,
in another fucking reality.
Yes, I'm
Because you
totally
wanted to
on
fucking
vacation.
see it. That was your tactical decision. Ooh, that looks cool.
I believe I simply said you shouldn't go alone. You're the one that then
No, you did say you wanted to see it.
Out of character, I said that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you made a in-character decision.
No, I didn't.
That is fucking
a suggestion.
Which is an RPPR tradition. At least this is you not making a goddamn monster in a one-shot to fucking try and eat my ass for the third fucking time.
I never called you stormed off.
If I may point out, before you made that call to go through the portal, we had heard the words "cage of flesh" up there in Sphere.
Yeah, no, that's
Caleb's point is sound.
Yeah, no, it's Cajun. You
It's
do know the
very
Cajun flesh was
sound.
up there. Anyway,
Waiting for the goddamn vampire samurai to show up. You motherfucker.
anyway, you guys are on top of the sphere, or the tower, the pillar.
Are we still on top, or I thought I fell to the bottom?
No, because you did have a spindle, so you couldn't even on a failure. You're on the ground. You can't. You realize you're connected to it. As long as a helicopter doesn't crash, you're fine.
Like maybe,
So he says that we could do brain surgery on it, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Look, it's very simple. I just can't think right now. There's a certain order to it. And I know it ends with the cerebrum. There, that's the intellectual part of the brain, where the most complex, high-end thinking goes. And it starts with the brainstem there, which regulates, automatic function. But there's 3 alien systems: the limbic system and the cerebellum. I don't know what order to put those in there. And I'm afraid to start cutting.
this isn't
what
like
if we just destroyed all of it?
Well, the backlash would be catastrophic, I'm afraid. It doesn't want the exsurgent virus to destroy this station as its little habitat, so it's keeping the exsurgent virus from doing anything. But if we blew it up, the exsurgent virus get loose and we'd lose this whole station. Except for me, but I'm still human, I think. I still breathe. I would probably be... Yeah. But if we lobotomize it, it would be helpless. It would be... we could find out what it knew. We could find out what it wants with this thing. I could get out of here. It's like disarming a bomb.
Spider person.
I don't know. I've been afraid to get near it. It looks scary, don't you think?
Yes. Yes, I do think.
If you maybe someone I can feel that there's more of a field the Watson Cloud virus. It normally everything around here is flesh, so everything's near it. I'm afraid anybody in a biomorph would be pulverized if they got near it. If the cage of flesh. But
Don't.
anyway, so that's what he tells you. Meanwhile, so you guys,
like,
what are you
maybe we blow a hole through the top of it. We could just rappel down.
Okay.
Well, in bringing up, also trying to remember, they said,
You do have other options.
well, Sandy actually said that the dreamer was
before we
in
leave,
here, correct?
I would like to tack
Sorry, the
back to
sleeper.
David. Fuck them, fuck. Just on a leave. Just control V that.
All right. Your nuisance. Would you like me to mute this?
No, it's warranted.
All right.
Keep it coming.
Opening up, actually, just asking my muse to sense, not linking, but just seeing if it's there. Is there a mesh network coming from the?
Give me interfacing check.
Damn.
Plus 20. Go roll for it.
No, I'm gonna get infected.
You already said. Your muse said. Searching. Found Wi-Fi signal. Go ahead and roll, Aaron. Aaron, roll.
I can sense it without linking to it.
Yeah. No. Roll.
It doesn't matter if we destroy it, then we all die.
Not destroying. I'm trying to talk to it.
Like the exsurgent virus.
Yeah,
takes
47
over
is
the fucking
success.
station.
Okay. You do. It does detect a
Braid's the only
signal.
holding
It's
it down.
unlike a
If we don't
standard.
get the exact right part of the braid to go
1980s.
down.
It's unlike anything. It's
Like,
a radio
my
access
similar
to
be
some
like,
kind of
eat
protocol,
brain
but it's
parts,
alien.
Go and just, let it have space.
But coming in, well, would I be able to identify? Well, shit, would I remember though? Knowing the Ectomi are kind of more collective, so
That you do remember that vaguely.
so.
It's still all about. That's the nuclear option.
Is it possible to actually send any kind of signal without
Worse
linking
size.
permanently to it?
Is that worse?
You
or
can
better?
send a
Like,
ping.
that's the thing.
Ping. Something of a friendly ping.
What? Define that. Define friendly.
So, not something to identify that it's not part of Cronus, or ping the baseline information for Sandy. See if I can actually put his name somehow as a header. So, ping that.
At this point,
a second later, hack detector.
Son of a
hack detector.
Disconnect.
Hack detector.
Son of a bitch.
Disconnect.
It's already happening. Yes, impose InfoSec.
And I'm doing that too.
Spends a moxie to give itself a critical.
All right. Well,
but is that a good thing?
I made mine, so but it's.
I didn't, so I will spend a.
Spends a moxie to give itself a critical.
We stop everything going on in the inner system.
I think it's just going to friggin' hack.
Yeah, it's gonna hack, so we're dead anyway. So whether this is Cronus or Ectomi,
so it does that. You feel you do have one other option is to rip your mesh inserts out.
So
that's your other option is alien something is like
So baseline, I'm gonna let this one go because you wanted to do it. You have Sandy with you, but
you can't hack your brains. You're both in biomorph, so
yeah, I can't hack that. So, but
all right. So after a moment, though, it stops. It says alien presence removed. New mesh signal detected. Connecting to mesh. There's a message for both of you. Hello.
Hello.
Are you from Firewall?
Yes.
Is this the Ectomi?
Are you from Firewall?
Yes.
A staircase opens up.
Oh,
thank God!
Okay, just lightly come down.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yes, you take 1 point of damage. Your shoulder hurts.
So
that's an obsec.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're coming along?
Oh, now he is. He's like, oh, he's like the old guy from Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. He's like, it's amazing. Show me. Yes.
Welcome to the Crystal Pillar.
So you walk down a spiral staircase in there, and you see, well, it looks like an Ectomi.
Does it actually look like the cage?
Will times 3.
Actually, since we've seen this before or something similar to it,
You've seen similar, not an actual Ectomi.
33.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, I think that
6.
is.
All right. You're like, yeah, no, that's.
Like, oh no, what about him?
Actually, this is the point where I kind of look neat.
No, he's fine. He's surprisingly cool with the whole situation.
Actually, at this point, it'd be more Aspen.
Let's see.
Like, oh shit! Wait, when does this 30 minutes go up? Why am I checking on my wrist for a wristwatch?
Have you your foe? You call it a Titan.
Cronus, yes.
Cronus, yes.
Or Warren Crystal, depending on what you want to call his forks.
Cronus. Yes. It is trying to... Those are his agents. They believe that if they can get... I've had instance my mind here, our mind. It is trying to get all the knowledge of my civilization through this means. You must stop it.
Did you exile yourself here to get away from him?
You must stop it.
We'd be happy to, but we have no idea how. So if you can give a suggestion that would help, we would be able to. We would be happy to take it.
With gusto, we would stop it.
But
did you bring any Ectomi technology here?
Not on me.
There's I believe you call it. He shows you an image. Have you seen these artifacts before? It's an Ectomi dream show.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
There is one of these are on near the mirrored, what you call a mirrored pillar. If I return you there, can you bring it back? If you do that, I would be able to break the connection if I had access to my actual technology. This is a pale imitation to it.
Certainly, yeah, we would.
I will give you information. If in exchange for this, I'll give you information. I will tell you what the Cronus is attempting to do, what it is looking for.
So, well, we would...
If you do this. Yes, we will do it.
Very well. I will leave...
Well,
yes.
At least in the bargain, just to kind of see about...
This is a conflict fought in two universes. I was originally... my intelligence was originally trapped in... when it encountered Cronus, it could not best me. But it trapped me here. I'm not sure where here is. And I could not escape, but it still could not penetrate my mind, could not penetrate its surfaces. It is trying to wear me down by forcing me, in a sense, to merge with all of those eagers. Everyone who breaks into this pillar is absorbed into it. I'm getting more and more memories of people who are mad, who are fleeing from this titan. The more of these minds that are entering into me, the weaker I am.
So it's trying to flood your collective,
yes.
so to speak.
Yes.
Well, it might be a little bit hard to. Well, you probably would understand more if this escapes, but we can do this.
I'm learning more about your civilization as we speak. I do not like this.
And also, just to say, we have no idea if
I am
you may
speaking
have
in
time
the singular
traveled.
pronoun. I do not like this. I do not like being I.
Well, I can't say we understand.
Well,
but we
then fine.
sympathize.
Then let's end this and
We'll
let's
sympathize.
disconnect this and.
Very
you
well.
Said that you said the show
Well done,
was
Thorn.
one.
Send you back.
Ooh, 17.
Yep. So
Okay. You're both like, oh god. That doesn't get easier.
Like, oh dear, that can occupy vomit.
Yep. Sandy's not with you.
oh damn it.
Right. He'll be fine.
You'll be
He's
fine.
fine.
All right.
So you're back at the mirrored pillar. Caleb, David, what do you guys do?
You all receive on TACnet. Fuck.
Like
Yes.
mute.
Yeah. You get new TACnet signals. They're all the way up at the sphere.
Are you okay?
Are you going to look through see what they're
Are
seeing?
you back? Are you alive?
We're looking up at the.
Temporarily, we made contact. We need to find something.
I have my muse filter them through every fucking firewall I have. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know what came through.
So we need one of those. One of those. Like,
It registers as valid as far as your muse can tell.
we need to take one of those. Tell me, what are they called? Dream
shells.
Dream shells back there to it, and it can sever the connection.
All right, that's great. Kessler, I need you up here now.
Go. I'll find it.
Okay, on my way.
Okay. Well, Tom, both of you, are you going to look to see what they're seeing through the dream, through the TACnet?
I'll wait till actually.
I'm shutting it off because I have it on the machine.
No, show me what I need to start thinking about on my way up.
All right. Will
I will
time
send you a still.
All right.
I'm
Will
not
times-
going to transmit
I did not
to you.
actually. I did not.
Okay.
Could be a monster.
No,
5.
legitimate. So.
Fair enough. That's the first.
Oh god. Oh
That's
god.
oh balls. Oh yeah, I'm on my way up.
Great role playing there, Tom.
Well, I've just been in the 80s. Come on.
All right. Fair enough. That was what they said back then. Oh balls. So Tom,
Bummer.
2 climb checks.
All right, using the pew thing.
Spindle climber.
Yes.
2. Yes. Very
And
good.
yes. Oh,
All right.
crit.
All right. He gets up there lifting his
I have lots of arms too.
All right. So you're there. You're looking at Nathaniel and Rose. They're looking kind of confused. What happened? Are you okay? Is it over?
No, not yet. I have a quick question. And Sandy is safe. He's with our friend. But oh shit! How do I describe this?
That's a deception.
So,
check,
did you find any kind of little odd artifact and describe the shape of the dream shell while you're around here?
Is it from the sleeper? Is it something from his people?
So it's something he needs. Yes.
I can sense it. If it's anywhere near here, I will sense it.
I sense that I am in trouble.
No.
I need your strength in order to increase the ability.
Come on, Aaron.
Your friend can do that. I'm not.
Well, I need
looking.
at least 2 people to form a circle.
Go get one of the. No, you can't.
Where's one of the other workers? Here we go.
Yeah, the
New
one.
collective.
Yeah, the ones who's been affected by.
Yeah, no.
Chronos.
Son of a. No.
Welcome to Firewall, bitch.
You wanted to be the Universal Explorer.
Yeah, I did.
Get exploring.
Oh, I'm sure the minute I touch your hand, exertion virus detected. So
Yeah, will times 3.
Da, 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 da.
just all day long.
Let's look at those infection rolls.
Yay! Second time with the exertion virus this game. So
Hey, come on. Okay, you need to relax. I got my ass up there quickly.
all right. Actually, I meant to ask. Let's see.
There it is. 362.
I'm thinking you're infected, Aaron. Just
Yeah.
a guess.
You know what?
It's not automatic.
Yeah, you know what? I bet Ross is going like, get to
But
roll infection rules.
But I already got trauma, so that's no. I'm.
Yeah.
Gonna roll.
Here it is.
I failed that, by the way.
Okay.
Show Quinn this
Don't
thing.
forget your -10 for trauma.
I know.
You probably failed it by a higher margin.
Shut up.
Caleb said with an air of glee to his voice.
Not glee.
No.
I tried.
Resign.
I tried very hard.
Just resignation.
Yes.
Oh God, where is it? All right, so give me a durability times 2 test.
Really, how much stress did I get from that, by the way?
None.
All right, durability. You said how much?
Durability times 2.
Times 2.
Yes.
So yeah, 60. I make that. So that's that was 100. I couldn't fail. So
Okay. All right. You feel kind of weird, but that's it.
As I muse, what strain do I have?
You don't know.
Your muse is like, you're totally fine.
So
Yeah, it's not a staph infection.
yeah.
If your muse goes, what?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're infected, not your muse.
Anyway,
There's actually 2 of them. There's 2 things linked to. I can sense them. One is near that gate, and the other one's at the far end of this past there. I can't. It's not in this cylinder. It's at the end of a long pole that's connected to the cylinder in a metal room.
God.
She's describing a place at the end of the station, probably in a reactor room, something like that.
Son of a bitch, that thing's gonna be.
Of course,
connected
every
to.
finale happens in the reactor.
Well, there's 2 of them. You get to choose which one you want to go for.
I want. Well, yeah, because we have to keep one of them connected to.
Well, these are dream shells, or that's what she's
Okay.
saying. So they're Ectomy artifacts. They have nothing to do with the wormhole. Well, I mean, they're not connected to the wormhole itself.
directly.
The one in the reactor is clearly not connected. That's way on the other end of the station.
Way the hell down there?
Yeah.
So, I will relay this information back to them. And would it actually be faster for them to do it and drop it to me, or
What do you mean?
because one of those is up with them, right?
No. It's at the it's at the end of the station. Like the Bernal Sphere, if you Google it, is a big cylinder, but there is a
those. So
there's a long thing where they have additional structure. So this one is right there. And then there is the
The gate
sphere
is where the elders are armed and at.
Okay,
So you
so
probably don't want to go
there.
for
So
that one.
I'll head back down to the reactor. Although I'll see if I can get Nathaniel to come.
Well, that is about 7 kilometers away, or from where you are. So you probably want to get a vehicle or something
Yes.
like that.
So
All right, so you
Go
start.
back to the shuttle. There's a kid named Steve. He's all right.
Oh yeah, you can go to Steve.
Steve, yeah,
All right,
Ask
you'll
if
be free.
Steve
Yeah.
knows where the hell that's at.
Yeah.
yeah. So
So we have acquired a Steve.
We have acquired a
Yeah.
so I'll ask Steve. Is there,
Or well, first you start running there. So I assume as fast as you can. Rose and Nathaniel stay there to guard the pillar with their AK-47 and 40 Colt 45 automatic. They'll be fine.
bless them.
Yeah. So, anyways, Tom gets up there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you could take time off from cosplaying another species in a strange new land.
Oh my God! Will you shut up?
No.
Seriously, can we deal with this problem now?
Ask
Oh, yeah, we could have dealt with it earlier if you weren't sex tourisming on another fucking goddamn plane of existence.
Do you need to keep bitching about it for a while?
Maybe!
Well, how about we do it later?
Did I mention the part where this entire room's surrounded by exurgent fires, nanoswarms, that
Yeah, I
willing to
gathered.
eat the shit out of us? at
I
any
gathered,
moment if
thank you.
Fuck this up? Okay, good.
We do this for another 10 minutes.
All right. So you can do that over TACnet while you're talking to Lauren. And Lauren tells you what it is. So basically, this is a simple puzzle. It is, you have
It's a
to...
little alien hybrid human organic brain surgery.
That's Tuesday. That is
It's like
Tuesday.
disarming a bomb that can eat your mind. So the way it is, you have to go in generally from least complex to most complex.
So it's basically there's 3 components, and we don't want to get them in the wrong order, just like cooking meth and Payday.
The thing is, so you want to start with the brainstem, and Lauren knows you want to end with the cerebrum. The problem is there are 3 alien structures in this brain that have no resemblance to anything you've ever seen before. And the limbic...
Unlike all the humans strung together in a
Yeah.
nightmarish neurotic
I've seen that.
strength.
Yeah.
Which is totes like how my brain works.
Yeah, tell. That you can actually kind of tell. There's the limbic system and cerebellum. So you need to figure out. So what you can do is for every skill check, I can tell you. You give me 2 of them. I can tell you which of them is more complex. And you can keep doing that until you want to actually cut. There's no skill check to actually make a cut. So like your first cut, brainstem, you cut it, or Lauren will cut it for you. He has a laser scalpel. You're not sure. Well, there's actually a little surgery kit nearby because there's actually a re-sleeving medical clinic built kind of into it because there's little robots maintaining this a nightmarish abomination against existence.
So this would be, how about exotic biomorphs?
So again, you could roll that, but each roll after the first will have a negative 10 penalty. You'll get harder and harder to figure this out. So he cuts the brainstem. Everything's fine. All right. So
wait.
Okay, before he does that,
wait. You stand next to Spider Boy because you're less likely.
So you're going to go into the thing.
You're a synth.
We already were in the thing.
I thought you were looking outside.
Well, Lauren was in there. We had to talk to him. So
well, he can talk you through the.
Well, we've kind
clean
of been
window.
Outside the room full of swarmy death.
He's at in the airlock thing. I assumed you were talking him through.
David Gould, he's a synth morph. He could avoid.
There is, the airlock is.
So if we go in, are we going to die?
If you're in an environmentally sealed suit and you don't piss it off, or you're fine.
All right. Well,
or in a synth
I
morph.
am. So
yeah, if you're in a synth morph, you're fine.
my plan is you go in. I will give you my guardians.
Okay, I've got my
so
own
that you
guardians,
might
too.
survive for moments
Actually,
when shit goes bad.
I've got my own guardians too.
You're gonna need more.
All the guardians.
Yeah.
Lauren, can you leave?
If you're not going to shoot me, are you?
No. Can you leave the room?
Yes, sure.
Without it freaking out.
It's not locked. There's no security code. I can just enter in, close the airlock, and come out. Just don't shoot me,
Maybe.
please.
Everyone, give me your spindles.
Okay.
So I'm going to string all the spindles together into a massive fucking rope.
Yeah.
And basically get, class to fast repel for me and Lauren.
Okay.
You should, if shit goes bad, grab Spider Boy and just make a fucking run for it. Because you might not get ASIC destroyed, but I imagine many other things will try and destroy you.
Yeah.
You need to pop the Guardians, because if shit goes bad, you need to do your best to stay in there and do whatever you can to that brain as shit goes bad. And thanks for taking one for the team, but I don't know how to fucking do brain surgery, so it's on you.
I can't smile at you, but okay.
I mean, do you have a better plan for this?
I do
going
not.
south. I'm
I do
planning.
not.
You plan on this not going south. I'll plan on it going terribly wrong.
We'll leave the rope there and actually leave away where I could if I.
I'm leaving the rope down the elevator shaft because Lauren and I will be fucking running away down it.
We'll send
the second anything
We'll
happens.
send the spindle thing back up when you're
All right.
done.
I'm not spindling up or down. It's just a rope to fall down. Like, that's all.
Well, fine, then I will do that later.
Yeah, it will remain there until it is eaten or turned into a snake.
You will have to. Well, right now you're in the 0G part of it, so you have to actually climb down a little bit to get to.
Yeah,
where
and then
gravity
we
exists.
will increasingly move down the.
Okay,
Okay, so
we got
here-
the brainstem.
Yeah, the brainstem. So there are alien system 1, 2, and 3, limbic system, and cerebellum. So you tell me 2 of them, and I'll tell you which is more complex than the other one. And then you cut them automatically. So you can tell me whenever you want. But if you cut something in the wrong order, that's when a bad thing will happen. So this is a puzzle, so you should take notes and whatever. So which 2 systems do you want
Hold
to?
on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
you're
we already
TACnet it
know.
in so everyone can help.
Cerebellum is most complex.
Yes, no. Cerebrum is the end point. Brain. You start at brainstem and end in cerebrum. It's
And
what's
there's
in
3 between those.
There are 3 alien systems: alien 1, 2, 3, the limbic system, and the cerebellum and cerebrum.
All right, just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, brainstem.
If cerebellum's most complex, then limbic is second complex. It's really just about placing
The aliens, so...
Yeah.
Okay, basically, so like brainstem, alien, 1, 2, 3.
Well, and
limbic.
I say complexity. I'm not. This is
Okay.
sort of a general purpose. If you don't,
Ross,
yeah.
Let's get it's brainstem, 3 alien, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Limbic system, cerebrum.
Cerebellum too.
Or there's also the cerebellum.
Yes.
So there's 2.
Brainstem's already cut.
Yes.
At this point, there's a limbic system and a cerebellum.
And 3 aliens.
And my understanding is that the puzzle is where do the
All right, I'm just trying to get the number.
systems fit
Okay,
complexity.
hold on. So there's 1, 2, 3, There's 7. Are there 7?
Yes.
Okay. And it goes alien. Is brainstem?
You know where 2 of them
Okay,
are.
brainstem, alien, 1, 2, and 3, limbic, cerebrum, cerebellum.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to get those in.
Yeah. And we know that the cerebellum is the last one.
I'm writing them in order. So yeah.
And we know what the human ones are in order, but the puzzle is where do the alien ones go in that order, correct?
Okay. So,
Well, in general, like he says in general complexity, but Lauren, I would for basic mechanics, don't assume anything aside from brainstem and cerebrum at this point.
all right. So right now, okay,
But that's
Yeah.
allow me to explain.
Yeah.
If the cerebrum's at the top, and I know it goes limbic, cerebellum, cerebrum.
Yeah.
The actual puzzle part
Okay.
is where alien fits in amongst those,
Yeah.
correct?
Basically, yeah.
I would use a question to ask how many are more simple than.
Well, you get
this
to
or
the
that.
way you can figure it out. You can diagnose 2 systems at a time, and you can tell which one is more complex than the other. So, give me 2 systems, and I will tell you which one is more
all right.
complex.
Alien 1, and we'll do Alien 1 and 2.
Okay. Roll.
What? Okay, no.
What?
That's your.
No, tell me. This is a group thing.
If Alien 1 and 2 are it, he could say 2 is more complex than 1. It could be Alien 1, 2, limbic system. You see what I mean? You're better off saying alien and a human part because we know the order of the human parts, and so we can process and eliminate.
Yeah, there is some
If you
real
make the 2
knowledge.
things we don't know, we just know that the 2 things we don't know are ordered in a certain way that we don't know.
Right.
Does that make sense?
You can make more than one skill check to figure out. It's just each one has a higher skill penalty.
Yeah, we know the order of the human parts, so compare the alien parts to the human parts.
All right, so go ahead.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought it went the brainstem, and then the 3 alien parts, and then.
You don't know the order. You only know the beginning and the end.
We know the order.
All right.
of the
Okay. I
human
got it.
parts.
Okay. That I didn't get.
All right. So I don't do many puzzles, but it is the end of the campaign.
Yes.
I-
So hang on. Let me just get.
You can't really have a boss fight against a Titan.
Okay.
Okay. So we know
So
those
here's
2.
what we know.
Actually, I got them written down right here.
All right, so which 2 systems do you want to look at?
Let's go Alien 1 and Cerebrum.
Cerebellum.
I thought Cerebellum was the end.
Cerebrum is the end.
Cerebrum, cerebellum.
Yeah.
All right. Christ.
I'll make handouts if I do this again.
You explained it well.
Yeah. It's cerebrum and cerebellum.
I might call them Alien ABC since
Yeah.
you are ordering them.
All right, ABC.
Because it's hard to say 1 is at the 3rd, and then 2 is at the 1, and 1 is at the 2, and the 5 is at the 6, and I stopped caring 3 letters ago.
Yeah.
Well, let's just let him eat us.
Yeah.
We're
All
done.
right.
Okay.
Let's go comparing Alien A to Limbic.
Alien A to the limbic. The limbic is more complex than Alien A.
Okay.
So that means that Alien A needs to go next, or close to next.
All right. Well, did you make your skill check?
Yes, I did.
All right. So that was all right. So the next one will be a -10.
So Alien A is underneath limbic system, and would need to go before limbic system
I'm making
if it's
a note.
less complex.
I can't spoil things, but I mean,
Unless there's a B also underneath limbic system.
Yeah, and we can
or
compare-
a C also underneath.
And we can compare those 2 and
I
see.
could be
so.
trolling. Yeah. Anyway, so what's your next comparison?
All right, you guys got like this is just me, so
No, yeah, that's why you're all tag netted in, so this can be happening.
Although I'm still running again.
Yeah.
And limbic.
Alien B and Limbic.
Actually, I take that back. I would
Alien
have closed
B
myself
and
off.
Limbic. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yes.
Alien B is more complex than the limbic.
So it goes before the Limbic or after.
After the limbic, but we don't know because there's.
So now
It
you
could still
have to-
go between the cerebellum and the
Oh,
cerebrum.
no, before
Yeah.
I forget, I would have before I had made the connection with Rose. I would have actually shut off TACnet because I don't want anybody.
All right,
back searching.
that's fair. That's fair.
So
all right,
Okay, cerebrum's up top. So the next one should be Alien B and cerebellum, because then we'll know exactly where Alien B goes.
okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Does that make sense?
yeah,
It's at a -20.
Because it's more than limbic.
Yes.
All right. So B and cerebellum.
Mm-hmm.
Alien B is more complex than the cerebellum.
So it goes.
So it's between cerebellum and cerebrum.
Yes.
So at this point, if we want to make assumptions, we could assume A is in between stem and limbic. C is in between limbic and cerebellum, and then B is in between
Cerebellum and
cerebellum and cerebrum, but that is an assumption.
Yeah, that assumes that they fall in. Now we know for a fact.
We know the last two then.
We know everything but where C is at.
Okay. So you can keep making skill checks, and you have Moxie.
So you can make another skill check, but then I would ask...
I would compare it to the cerebellum or the limbic, one or the other.
Yeah, C or... Yeah, it has to be cerebellum or limbic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if the brainstem and cerebrum are endpoints, it don't tell us anything.
Okay.
Because everything's the leaf cerebrum and everything's above brainstem. So compare C to cerebellum or limbic, it doesn't matter.
All right, limbic.
Okay. Seeing limbic, sorry.
Still yes.
Okay.
Actually, right on the money.
Yeah, 45. Yeah. So C and limbic.
C and limbic.
Mm-hmm.
C is more complex than the limbic.
All right, so that would be A limbic, C cerebellum, B cerebrum, but it could still be A limbic, cerebellum, B C cerebrum. So at this point, if you want to be absolutely sure before you cut, you could risk another roll and ask the same question about C with the cerebrum.
I'll do that.
The cerebellum.
Cerebellum.
Okay.
Can I use Moxie here?
You sure can.
I will spend one. I have 3.
Yeah, no, you can.
No,
You can
flip
flip
it.
it, yeah.
Spend one, flip it. 16.
All right, the 16 would certainly work. So which was it? C and
Cerebellum.
C and cerebellum.
Alien system C is more complex than cerebellum.
Okay, so here's what we know.
So now we don't know B and C.
Damn it.
At this point, Lauren...
What skill level are you down to?
Negative 50?
25.
Shit.
At this point, though, Lauren looks at you and says, "Look, I think you're brilliant at mapping it, but we still don't know for sure. It's just there's so much. God, there's got to be something else we could do to figure it out. I know. There's the medical bots. They understand it. They have to be programmed to know how to take care of this thing. Someone could patch in to learn it. I don't know if they're defended or if they're open. That's I can't. I don't think. I'm not in a state. I can barely contain myself. I barely keep my head straight.
InfoSec if I tell you how to do it.
You could relay it. If you find an ecto, you could do that more safely because you don't need that much information. But you don't have any ectos here.
You still have a 25, though.
Yes.
So, and you still have 2 Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you have 1 Moxie.
I have 1 Moxie left.
You really just need 2 numbers under 5. 5 or below, really.
A 1 in 4 chance, you would say?
Shit.
Even if you
could just
guess,
pick B or C and cut.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
I'm fucking hacking shit because I don't have the skills for it.
If you have other ideas on how to get the
I
information,
can try.
If you go fucking exsurgent, we are all fucking dead. There's nothing we can do against you. You realize that, right? You have like speed fucking 4, and you're covered in plasma cannons. Like,
Not covered. I've only got 2.
Also,
but still, your point is valid.
and
I
Cyberbrain, it's like that. It's not going to be. You're gonna lose like 2d10 sanity per round.
I do have a kill switch too.
That stops your fucking cortical stack from recording. It doesn't kill you.
I also have a self-destruct on that same spot.
Okay, that means that it didn't disable your self-destruct in time.
So it may just overtake it.
You have no
However,
with the Cyberbrain.
Well, because the only thing you're doing, at least, is disabling on this side, but we, as far as we know, have no guarantees that would actually work. Whereas if you want to, if you just want to stall for time, I can see if I can get the shell back to the Ectomy. And
Well, if I roll and I fail,
do,
would it just be? I'm
and
not
let
sure.
them do what they need to.
Okay,
That's what we should ask him. If you roll and you fail, is I'm not sure.
Tom.
Or is there a
You
consequence
can
to
hack
fail?
too.
I'm also. Hey, Ross, question.
Yes.
If I fail roll, does this mean I'm just not sure, or does it mean
You're
I
not
make-
sure. It's
Okay.
just analysis.
Okay. So-
Unless you critically fail, in which case...
So you should roll, and we'll save the Moxie for a critical.
If you critically fail, you can't make any more checks at all. But at
I'll
this
roll.
point, it doesn't really matter.
All right, I will roll to see if I can
And-
figure it out.
Okay.
One other thing, Tom also has InfoSec. He can be the one to do the hacking.
Sure.
So that we don't have to worry about rampaging Killbot
All
going
right,
crazy.
well, let's see what I can do.
Okay. So C,
Which
if
I'll
C is more
He's looking
complex
at
than
the
D.
interface, though. It could be Basilisk, it could be any number of things.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Roll
Well,
the
actually,
other
you
die.
can...
Drop the other die, Tom,
Drop the other die.
because it could be a 1.
Flip it. 09.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Which is more complex, B or C?
B is more complex.
So the order is
A, limbic,
A,
cerebellum,
limbic,
C.
cerebellum, CB, cerebrum.
Okay.
Cut them in that order.
All right.
Put them in that order.
All right. So he starts cutting.
I'm actually like, it's like
What's happening to the people as we're cutting this?
Good question. You guys don't have any eyes on the ground right now because...
No, I mean the people locked in the horrible organic brain.
Oh, yeah. No, the ones
You
you're
mean
cutting
the
out
corpses?
start dying. There's flatly... Oh, yeah, Will times
You know what? I was like, it's a good thing I can't sweat right now.
Yeah, no, it's very tense. Yeah, give me Will times 3.
I'm fine.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, Eric, you
By the way,
give me free
thinking
running.
right
I
now?
assume you're running to the shuttle.
Right, I
Yeah,
really should have
so
done come
speed
up here
seems
with him.
kind of
That would have saved us a lot of time. You're like, I owe Aspen an apology. I'll get him. I'll get him
43 minutes.
something nice.
Okay, so you get there very quickly. There is a young guy there who says, "Oh, are you with Firewall?"
So that's fine. Yes, Sam, right? Or what was his name? Steve.
Steve.
Sorry, Steve.
It's fine.
Okay, I need to get over to the other end of the reactor.
Oh, the reactor?
Basically,
oh, yeah.
that at the end where that very end where they
They
have
juiced it up. They're drawing a lot of power out of it.
Son of a
Pointy
fuck.
bit.
The pointy bit. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to
the pointy bit. Yeah, no, I could. We're
literally
the point defense systems don't kick in until you're a kilometer out, so you're fine as long as.
Point defense system.
Well, let's hope we can get around them, but we need to. Well, we need to steal something technically.
Let's send the no Moxie character against the point defense system.
As long as you hug, stay near the station, you're fine. And you can
Actually, since I am, essentially, when I was on the other ship, I meant to ask this before, and everybody else was an Infomorph. Can I do get Infomorph rights for trying to save all these people in storage? I'm stretching as far as I can, but
They all right. I'll give you one
We ain't
Moxie.
saving anybody,
Yeah.
Aaron.
He saved them from the caretaker and the warbot.
Yeah.
So that's one Moxie.
I'm only asking for one.
Some of them were all right. You get your one Moxie.
Thank you.
Good. Don't spend it. Well, you had to spend it in one place. You don't have to make a piloting check. You get over to the spar, basically, and your sensor's like highly radioactive. They have cranked the reactor up, and they have changed the design to it. So it is. They've also taken out some of the shielding because so. But your ship, you can give me a perception check.
Yes. And I have sensors and whatnot, so
Yeah.
30, you made it, so?
Yeah, you see where the dream shell is. It's very close to the reactor. It's in a storage container. It's in a radiation-proof storage container, so it's safe. But the entire place is flooded with just lethal radiation. Enough that your morph, you could probably get there and back, but your morph is not going to last.
It's going to die.
Yes.
So, easily.
That's what.
And that's assuming you don't run into any obstacles or get slowed down.
I said the defense systems were already set
Like,
to.
hey, Chernobyl, right after it happened. Your morph is much better at doing with radiation than a flat, but it's a lot of radiation. Of course, you could just tell Steve to do it.
No.
Be ruthless. Or you could cut open the reactor and compromise it and pull it out with a robotic arm that the shuttle has for grabbing stranded people. But, of course, that would compromise the entire station. So there's a couple things. There's a lot of
And also try and kill everyone at the gate.
Yeah.
But that would probably be
They're probably
something
hard.
we need all of us.
Probably.
All right. So, trying to think with the on the shuttle, are there any other hazard suits that I could possibly?
Your armor is more shielded than theirs.
Than theirs too. I was thinking if I could just put it on, maybe add an extra layer of hope.
Take some rad.
Sure, you could. You'd be wearing additional armor, which would
Pop
give
some
you penalty
Rad-X.
to your free fall checks.
Dude, pop some
Which
Rad-X.
you would have to make some. You do not have Rad-X. That does not.
No,
exist.
I know it doesn't exist. So.
There are Banana Furiosos, which give you which treat radiation, but again, it's lethal amounts. I suppose if you made 3 critical free fall checks, you could get there without being fatally. It's going to be 3 free fall checks, assuming you can get the door open and you don't run into anything else.
Yeah, this morph's had a good life, a good day lifespan.
Yeah, no, it's been active for about 20 hours.
All right,
It's
Steve,
fine.
I'm going to need you to try to catch me when I come out, assuming I come out without.
Why are you going in there?
Not really a lot
We
of
could
choice.
try and I guess I mean, what are you trying to do in there anyway?
So you see that thing at the end of it, at the end of the reactor?
Oh, the storage container? Yeah.
Yes, I need it.
Oh. Well, okay, yeah.
It's technically not the spaces anyway, so I'm just.
Yeah, I guess you're backed up. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
Well, question. You know that Butler bot that I loaded down with all of those extra armaments?
did you? Is it on your sheet?
I didn't write it on this one, but it was on the
Does
list.
it have free fall?
Does not have free fall, no.
Yeah.
I was
You
trying.
can send it in there. It doesn't have it. I don't think it would have zero G maneuvering capabilities. I don't think.
Probably not. So
If you look it up and show me the stats, and it has like a cold gas jet system, I'd consider it. But
what book? I don't think we even knew which book that was in.
it's in
so.
the main, I think it's the main book.
Butler bot.
But yeah, well, it's not called the Butler bot. There are many types of bots.
It's
Actually,
basically, remember the ones
You didn't
that
give me
were-
kinesics check.
So
Steve has an idea that he doesn't want to share with you.
all right. So yes, 12.
Okay, he has an idea.
Okay,
he's not-
Steve. If you think that you've had an idea that can save us, now is the time to do this. Now it's time to do it. This is the time to be a hero, man. Persuasion.
All right.
50 made it.
I mean, there's a way to kick. Just to you can. There's a protocol to just disengage the reactor from the rest of the station in case it went critical or something like that. The storage reactor is not locked onto that part, so the radioactive part would just float
a
up.
nice big power outage in the gigantic exerted infected sphere.
Yeah, no.
It's going to be real great in here in the dark of space.
Yeah, there's that. We have other power sources, but I mean,
How long would it take the auxiliaries to kick in?
They're already running. Everything's running.
So
It would just. I mean, it would be a brownout instead of. I mean, I'm not an engineer.
It wouldn't. They're running the computational power of fucking Titan. The Titan isn't going to fucking prioritize running lights.
Yeah.
When it needs a fucking nuclear reactor just to keep thinking.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big, dark, hellish nightmare.
TagNet still works at this distance. So
I'm cut off because
you didn't turn it back on?
I may be potentially exurgently infected.
Okay, he's gone dark.
Of course he is.
Well, hey, if something
for the legitimate reasons.
if
though.
something
yes.
if something horrible happens,
You have
with no-
nanophages. They provide resistance to that kind of thing.
Fly up.
Yeah.
Go, dude. You be you, girl.
Anyway, actually, no, you had to have TagNet on because they told you about the shuttle and Steve in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, your TagNet and he tells you that. So
Great.
So that's more if you want to just say, screw the station, I want to live. I don't want to die a horrible radiation death. Or if you want to be a big damn hero.
Or we can scuttle that plan and see if we can come up with a different one.
Anyway, so yeah.
So now you guys are handling that. It's radiation time. Let's go. So
radiation time.
Okay. The door is locked, though. It is both locked electronically and mechanically, so you can break it open one way or the other. You can either hack it or force it open or shoot it open.
So let's see. Although I'm sure there would be defenses coming off if I opened it violently. So
You don't know.
So, but you can say I can open it up. I can do a hack.
There's no death bot in there or anything like that. You can T-ray the whole thing.
No, I will do that to make sure.
Yeah, no, you already did with your percept. That's how you found the storage container. There's nothing large in there.
They're probably not imagining anyone would be dumb enough to go in there.
Well, maybe the lethal radiation.
That's what I am.
Yeah. Plus, it's a dream, like an ectomy artifact, not like a Nothing worth. It's not worth dying for.
Yeah, so
As I thought.
yeah, they don't care about this one. So, all right, you said infosec to get past the electronic. Or?
Sure. Be a post check.
All right. 34. Yes.
All right, you get in.
All right.
One more check.
All right for infosec.
Yep.
All
Fuck.
right. 86. So that's a failure on my part.
Well, I failed as well, but so you get in there.
Fail in tandem. Succeed. Fail to success.
Cut to the AI god in charge of security, just playing Flappy Bird.
God damn it, this thing's addictive.
I got a 13 this time. It's hard.
Damn it, I'm done with this game. What happened?
So it starts hacking you back, but it doesn't make any progress. So you can get another check at negative 10.
Oh, shit, I have to have a negative 20 because of my stress. So.
Well, you made a mistake. 90 again. Failing.
28, made it.
All right,
By a miracle. So.
All right, so you pop it open. So there it is.
Radiation.
All right, it's going to be 3 free fall checks to get in.
Oh, boy. So, here we go.
Okay.
Although, is there any places that I can hook into? Because I still have the spindle climber, correct?
Yeah, sure. There's one in the shell, too.
Yeah, because I would have that on me. So, could I do that to assist my freer and, like, hey, hooking on and then just...
Might get tangled up in there.
Well, I'm gonna have a stairway. Crystal.
You
stairway.
can have the spindle climber hooked onto the hatch, so you can use
I can use to reel
but
it
not
back
to
in.
take it with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have it hooked back in. So that's
Okay,
that's
first
good.
free fall check.
All right, come on. Flip it to a 39.
All right, so you make it. Do you have nano detectors or guardian swarms?
I did have a guardian swarm, yes. So
Okay.
I bought the last turn. So
Start beat. Also, give me a durability times 3 check.
shit.
Lethal radiation.
Durability times 3.
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be 120. So
Well, with your penalties. Actually,
100. So
okay. Well, you can't fail this first one.
Yeah.
So.
Durability times?
durability because
Yeah, durability. Like you for.
Do you mean like Psalm or
No, durability. It's just like how well your body's dealing with the lethal radiation.
Oh, okay, that's it. So yeah that's.
Fuck you, radiation.
All right. So your first time you don't have to do it. It will be lower the next time. So anyway, second free fall check.
88 critical failure.
All right. You panic. You lose this. You take 3 points of damage.
floating corpses slowly filling the room?
Give me a durability times 2.
Damn.
Okay.
Get like an HVAC in here or something.
You said it's take 2 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's after armor. It's hitting on the inside.
It's going well!
Durability times 2.
Aspen, I should have not gone the first
90.
time. I'm sorry.
Okay. You feel sick. You feel bad. No penalties right now.
Good.
You have machines.
Good.
Yeah. You take a wound though.
Innovations and machines and have all sorts. Yeah, radiation. I have radiation sense.
I'll buy you a fruit.
Oh yeah. No. It's just a big red me. Anyways, another free fall check. You just have to make 3 successful ones.
Oh no.
Another failure?
Just a failure, not a critical failure.
Okay. You get sicker. Give me another durability times 2.
Thank you. That makes it, though.
All right.
47.
No wound this time. Give me another.
Jesus.
The guardian swarms are
They're
overworking.
good. God damn! God damn it.
All right. Fail again.
I'm sorry we're on the roller coaster.
Mistakes were made.
I will have to use this for that tag.
This
Anyways.
is the achievement mistakes were made.
Hearing that long ago.
willfully made.
There we go. Give me another one.
So, what was this, my durability?
No, free fall. I'll give you plus 10 this time. You actually position yourself this time.
No, because that's 55. I'm still on my negative 10, so
Okay.
that's a failure.
Actually, you still get to. Give me durability times 2.
Okay. All right. Nope.
All right. You take another wound.
Okay.
So You're getting sick. You get to the storage container. It's locked. You can either try and make a Psalm ×2 to rip it out of its.
Just head back to the glass to get him to live long and prosper.
Or you could try and pop the latch somehow.
Or Steve's gonna die with your hot ass comes back into the ship like, I got it.
There is that. You will have to worry about that.
Steve, can he lock the cockpit?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Do it. He needs to do that. Or tell him to make sure I have the hazmat suit on before I
He's
get
wearing a
back
vac suit. It has radiation.
Good.
Anyway.
He's probably listening to music.
So you're full autoing it?
Yeah, it's blow.
All right, give me a firearms check.
I can do that.
He's probably jamming the music in the cockpit now.
Yeah, plus
You're
30.
making him firearms check for a point blank shot against the
20, I made
fucking
it.
lock, you bastard.
No, this is more to shoot it so that the ricochets don't all hit him.
So 20 made it. So.
All right.
I just knew he was going to crit fail that.
Yeah.
How do guns work?
How do I go?
Not that big of a failure.
All right, give me a durability ×1 check.
How do I hand?
Here we go. Hell no.
Okay, you take another wound. You can give me another free fall check.
How many are you at?
6. 2 from 1 wound.
What more for you in?
I'm in a.
You've taken 3
Theseus.
wounds.
Is it a biomorph?
Yes,
Okay.
but I have a suit on. So and
Yeah.
I'm,
Anyway.
At 4, you have to remain conscious.
Yeah. One more wound.
it's wounds I've been taking.
Yeah,
so.
wounds.
Wounds. Okay.
You've taken 3 wounds. You're double.
Say that again, Ross.
Wounds.
Thank you.
Wounds. All right.
That was the music.
Let's all say it.
So last free running here.
No, free fall. These are all free fall.
Like, we need to stick it.
You're in 0G. It is.
So.
It's like Carl Sagan saying good.
Nope.
What would
Okay.
it take for you to make it at this point?
All right.
A miracle.
So-
if I can grab onto the spindle and have it pull me back, that's about it.
You start
So-
staggering out. You
Vomiting.
you are vomiting inside the suit.
Yeah.
Your eyes are bleary, but through sheer force of will, you manage to get to the hatch, holding the dream shell. So you're about to pass out. You don't know what's going to happen to you, but Steve is there, the robot arm grabs the dream shell. And says, "What do I do with this?"
Take it to the. That's like.
Make roll ×3. How much of this are you going to get out?
Well, ×3.
Yeah.
You're puking blood in a helmet.
And it's not.
Probably not great for
It's
communication.
not a party.
Well, ×3, but I'm still at my negatives probably. So
Yes,
Okay.
all your
Or-
negatives apply to will test.
no. So there's.
Okay.
I just vomit blood and pass out.
No, you said take it to one word.
Pillar.
Pillar. Okay. All right. So, anyways.
Friends,
Anyway.
Aspen,
No,
monkey, anything.
well, Steve is an intelligent person. Or he's certainly, he had more initiative than everyone else on this
And
fucking
yeah,
set.
and so he's going to drive our fucking ship and do a goddamn pillar to another universe.
Actually, the fun thing is, could I have actually
fly a
hit my
they can fly a
emergency
helicopter back through
forecaster?
it.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to do us a lot of good in space.
Actually, that's another. You have one last choice. Do you disable it or not? Your muse it does send you, as you're going through this, as you're struggling to get through this reactor room, which is very hard for you to do. It does say, if you die, the emergency forecaster initiation would probably damage the shuttle. I could put it on a delay, or wait until it's out, until your body is outside of the range of the shuttle before activating it.
So, do I? How much can I actually pick myself up? Or
No, this is your muse. Your muse will just be monitoring it, so you can give it instructions on when to activate the emergency forecaster to put it on manual, basically.
so activate once.
Or-
that's like once he's docked with the shuttle, and the shuttle's docked and he's off. So
Okay,
It's a neutrino explosion.
yeah. So
it will
get him away. So
Sure. Okay. I will wait until he is away.
and the shuttle's away. So
To the
And
reactor.
I thought he was piloting it back towards.
he is. You're talking about the bomb in your head. You have
okay.
an antimatter
Which
bomb.
is now floating.
No, he's actually dragging it back with him because he doesn't know about it. He's like, "Oh God, I gotta save him." Poor Steve. Anyways, your muse will do its best to do what interpret your
Trying
wishes.
so hard to stop the airning, but it is in time.
Anyways, you guys
Four
finished.
fucking brain surgery on a goddamn machine gun, and Aaron is going to kill us all.
All right. So,
I've never used a Farcaster before.
emergency fire.
Except for those other times you used them!
It is written in the book.
And all the things I told you not to do! All of the things! God damn it!
This has made this campaign worth it. I have to say. Anyway, so you guys finished brain surgery on a machine gun. Hey, how about
I
that?
like to there's something
Why
I
do I not feel better? Why do I feel
there's
something
something
inexorable do?
Well, there's something I can
scratch.
scratch off my bucket list.
Yeah. So.
Making it off anyway. Have a nice life in the 80s.
No, we were doing great. We even suggested, there is another one, and we don't necessarily
here.
have to do it.
Not rehash things.
So the wormhole light starts faltering. It starts weakening. You can tell the anomaly is reducing in strength. Whatever you've done, you've certainly turned the tide of this
It's
conflict.
like, hey, we're done. I think it's working.
So you can take Lauren with you if you want. If you want to get back down to the ground level,
We'll take Lauren with us.
So you're already down though, right? Oh, he went down. Did he
No,
go
we
down?
were preparing to jump and run away from you if it went wrong.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good idea.
Can we take Crazy Spider Machine God away? Is he okay?
He's strapped to a chair. If you
Is he able to communicate and not seemingly in
he
pain?
seems to be. It seems to be comatose, writhing around. So it did not wake up, or it is.
So nothing's changed now that we brain neutered it.
No, the wormhole light, which engulfs the sort of the spheres in the center of, is weakening. You can tell the energies are reducing. The connection is being is
Weakening.
Yeah. So you're ending the anomaly. So it's the Titan is unable to continue its progress. You've stopped the Titan from being able to get the brain or steal the mind of this alien. So the alien
Can we
itself.
move the alien onto the elevator?
If you want to cut him out of the chair and move him, yeah, you could.
The chair doesn't have wheels.
No, it's like a torture chair. He was not designed to be mobile. It was.
Could somebody else touch him? I don't want to touch him.
Yeah, there's no wheelchair. It was not wheelchair accessible.
Can I figure? Is this chair?
Ocean would have a fit with us.
Hey, is this chair keeping him alive, or is this holding him down?
No, it's just holding him down.
Fuck it, yeah.
Synthmorph.
You do.
Cyber claws.
Okay, give me a cyberclaw blade check to cut it open without hurting the alien.
Yeah, that's a fail.
All right.
You have no moxie for that.
I have no moxie.
Did you need the arm?
Yeah, no, you cut him. It starts bleeding, and the blood is blue. It's in 0G. It's floating around. What do you do?
Micro-
You did cut one of its manacles off.
Can I staunch the bleeding?
You could.
Oh, it's like, God damn it!
Yeah,
Okay,
you're in a back suit. You could try. You have. Do you have nano
Touch it,
bandages?
don't touch it, don't touch it, don't
I
touch it,
do have
don't
nano
touch it.
bandages.
You could throw nano bandages at it.
I'll throw a nano bandage.
You just throw it and try and hope it on there. Actually, it's 0G. You kind of push it on there and kind of
No, wait, no. I'll find just a piece of metal or something. Just
All right, yeah, no, you do that. Nano bandages.
Use a corpse arm. You put it
You've
on.
never seen nano bandages freak out before, but they don't know how to deal with alien stab wounds. But it's kind of stopping the blood flowing. You think? This is new territory.
What? That's another thing to mark off my.
Yeah, no.
Get
So
on
you
the
want
elevator. Get
All
on
right,
the
it
elevator.
only has one more man. It has three more manacles.
you can
It
do
is
it.
a four-armed creature because it is
Do
a
you
hybrid.
really want me to try for more, or
If you succeed, you'll cut all of them. If you fail, you hurt one limb. So
should I keep trying? Really? Should I?
What's to stop it from taking all of those people standing and worshiping in awe and just rebuilding the brain?
Point.
all right, you heard
That's
that.
another limb.
All right.
God damn it! Are you fucking hourly? What the hell are you doing?
All right, Tom. Do you have any more?
glad that I'm going to
I bought 4.
All right. Well,
Here we go. Same thing.
all right. It's just kind of floating around. It's looking more like a mummy at this point. As the nano bandages are kind of, again, the software is freaking out.
Okay, actually, I'll prod it with the thing into the elevator.
Yeah. There's their legs.
Oh, son of a whore. Dave, I got 2 more. You can do it. I believe.
This one's a critical success.
Hey, with that, I'll let you succeed on both of them. Oh, that's the trick. Ching, ching. All right.
Not cutting its flesh open.
All right.
I like how that's what we fucked up in the delicate braid surgery operation. Cutting a rope.
No, it was like metal, so.
Oh, okay.
Cutting a metal rope.
Yeah. Well, it was like metal.
We're okay here.
It was manacled in there.
We saved the brain. We didn't need anything else. So.
All right, so you're going to push it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, lift the
All right, so yeah, you could try and open the elevator and just, instead of climbing down, just take the elevator down. The elevator is at this time.
Go with Lorne, because Lorne can go anywhere.
Yeah.
So you, Lorne, and
have him push the thing.
Spiderbot take the elevator, and my ass is climbing down the spindle.
Okay. What about you, Tom? You can fit in the elevator.
Yeah, I think I'll climb too.
With all the blue floating blood and the
I was like, hey, I'm going to climb after you, okay?
Okay.
Does that sound good?
All right, so...
and can we close this place up and leave that?
It's got an airlock, yeah. It's basically...
Okay, make sure that blue floating blood just stays in there.
Yeah.
with all the exurgent virus.
Yeah, no. Your nanodetector. Anybody who was in there is with your guardians. So you went in there and you went in there.
I have
right?
a guardian swarm.
Yeah, you have your guardian swarms are working overtime.
Thank you, guardian swarms.
You can actually, there is a purge in the clean room you can activate that will clean all the nanos off of you, including your guardian swarms. But it will do the other ones because they're busy taking off. It's detecting weird nano
Do
machines.
that.
Yes.
All right, you do that as well. So you're
Not with the spider bot, though, because it'll probably kill the shit out of it.
Yeah. All right, so you start heading down.
You know what?
Purge
is a word Firewall likes.
You two, give me climbing checks.
Yep.
I make it.
Okay. You make it, so you get down
By
there.
the powers of chimp.
And octopus.
Yes.
Sorry, Aaron. Not really.
Don't bullshit me.
It's not like you surprised him with it.
No, this is true.
Many roadsides were seen and ignored.
So you're rushing up, and
Lethal
you see
radiation. Severe tire
Steve.
damage.
As you're heading back down the elevator, you see Steve rushing towards the mirrored pillar, carrying an Ectomy dream shell. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Bees?
And that's when you're tapping out. You realize you're so focused on this, you didn't even notice that Aaron's went flatlined. And then there's an explosion. And the docking bay is no more. Or at least docking bay A. There are other docking bays on a station this size. But
I pinged the ship.
Yeah.
How's the ship doing?
critical damage. It can fly, but it does not have atmosphere. There are
Surgeon
other...
all along. It's the only explanation. He was playing a long con.
At this point,
The only explanation for
You finally caught on to
It was a total and complete betrayal.
all three of you surviving can give me perception checks.
Holy balls, I made one.
Okay.
11. I actually critted.
Okay, well, you can see on the other side, the light is fading from the wormhole. The wormhole is about to collapse, about to terminate. And the people who are at the Pandora Gate are all moving out towards your position. And toward there it seems like something you stirred up a hornet's nest with that explosion. They finally went out of their religious.
Yeah, I did.
Well, as in a group, all right. They finally realized something's about because they were in meditated happy land too up until the explosion. So time is of the essence at this point.
Steve, what are you doing?
He told me to bring this here.
Who is he?
That other guy,
Simon.
Simon.
What happened to him?
He got irradiated.
How?
This was in the reactor. He got it out of the reactor. He said he had to get it. You know what he's talking
Yes,
about.
Yeah, we have to get the thing on the other side said to get one of those through the gate, so we can sever the connection.
Oh, okay. So how are you gonna get back through the gate?
Like we're doing 2 planes. I went with you. He went off on his own.
Anyways.
All right. The important thing
I have
now
other shuttles if we want to get out.
Okay. You, Steve, shuttle, now. I will buy you time.
You don't have to buy us time. We have to get to the gate, but now they're all fucking stirred up. Like,
Well, you're closer to the gate than they are. So.
oh yeah,
I mean,
well,
you're closer to the mirror.
But that's the thing. You go through the gate and you cease to exist when the connection hits, or the world actually exists and you get to enjoy the world of the 1970s as a floating robot weapons platform, a talking sentient chimp, or an octopus with a human brain.
So you're just going to inspire the greatest cinema features of the 1980s. So
Yeah,
I don't see a downside to this.
that's what
We're the Eliminators.
That's what will happen.
After the apocalypse.
Yeah.
When the world's going to be real accepting of difference like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to choose. You could. Nathaniel and Rose are there. They're both at this point shell shocked. They're kind of like overwhelmed with what's going on. So they don't know what to do, and they're looking.
All
at
I
you.
know is we've got a bunch of elders coming our way, and they're coming in hot.
Yes.
And I'm going to need your plasma weapon bristling ass to fight through them to get to a shuttle.
Well, you would there. Yeah, some of them are heading towards the shuttle area, but if you leave now, you should be able to. You could actually tell Nathaniel and Rose to give it to him, but Nathaniel and Rose are saying like, what if they've been arguing this time also about whether or not their universe will collapse when the wormhole ends. So they are kind of like, maybe we don't want to die or be trapped in a universe that will be. If it's what if it's fake? What if this is a simulation? What if our world's a simulation and we're not? So they're again,
Dude, you're
lots
here
of
now
sand
and you're
walls.
real.
Yeah. So they know.
No, we don't know that.
Yeah.
So I will give it to Nathaniel and Rose.
Okay. Are you telling him to go through the gate?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to go through the gate. You need to give this to the Eclipse.
Give me a persuade check or intimidate.
I will give them an intimidate check.
All right. I give you plus
I will
10.
also touch them and drive emotion.
Okay.
Tell me when you need me to decloak.
I manage it.
Bleed.
Take that.
Bleed.
I was a gorilla that was given sentience just to become a psychic sex worker on Mars. Until I went through a gate to another universe and fought span bots that had wiped out Earth. So, I want you to be really clear. It doesn't matter which world is real. You want that one. You want to go in that one, and I would like to go with you if I wouldn't be fucking lynched on the other side. So, take this magic dream cell and go talk to the spider person who's destroying your Earth and give it to him, and then make do. Alright? Because it's going to be better than whatever's going on here.
Okay. It's very persuasive. They jump through. They disappear with it. A moment later, the spider morph that you're carrying, or is now in gravity on the ground, I suppose. And somebody's on their backs. Shudders.
This Reaper boss is dragging it by.
Invisible Reaper.
It shudders, and you can actually now you can see there is the wormhole collapses into a single point of light in the exact center. The sphere itself actually starts collapsing. It starts just
Singularity.
Yeah, basically a minor singularity. The rest of the station seems to be intact, but it shudders. The Ectomi shudders and wakes up. It reaches out. The bargain. You want to know? I will show you. It holds its hand out.
Grab Tom, put him on the hand.
Oh, fuck you.
You made the deal.
You can choose to not touch it or touch it. If it's going to, probably won't be able to give you any
If
information.
I make a will test, I'll touch it.
Okay.
If I don't make it, I won't.
All right.
Okay. I'm scared of it. Damn it. I touched the
All right, you touch
For
it.
the greater good.
For the greater good. So you touch it. You actually do not have to lose any lucidity, at least right now.
It's all bristly.
Yes. there's a flood of information in your head. There is a single thought in it. You will know when it is time to know. Now is the time to flee. So you actually aren't overwhelmed with insanity-inducing...
Also, it's a zip file.
Yeah, it's a zip file. He psychosurgically altered your brain so that you wouldn't go crazy immediately. Because now it's fine. Yeah. But then it collapses and dies. As soon as the singularity collapses. It just... There's a brief explosion of light.
Time to go.
Yes. The elders are stunned for a moment as their god has disappeared.
And we're going to use that moment to...
Everyone, the survivors give me free running checks.
Starts playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Free running. You want to get to the shuttle? Steve is going with you.
Made it.
Moxie.
Okay. You still have Moxie.
What left? I make it.
Okay. You make
Thanks,
it.
Moxie.
You get to the shuttle.
Home slice.
You get to another show, one of the Alpha Plus shuttles, and so he starts revving it up. You blast off into space fairly quickly, but the elders. The problem is the point defense systems will kick in at this point because they're chaotic and they're actually already shooting already. So it's more of an erratic. Steve has a pilot spacecraft at 50%. So he can pilot for you and try to dodge. But the elders, some of them have long-range weapons, so they're going to fire a couple seekers and sniper rifles at you as you flee. They get a pot shot at you. So those of you with long-range weapons can open fire if you want.
From a shuttle?
You're all in vac suits, right? You could just open the back door. Yeah.
And there's no app now. So
I feel like that's a terrible idea during acceleration.
Probably.
We are trying to reach escape velocity from a mass... I feel like holding the window open is never a good idea.
All right,
you're in space. You're fine.
Am I alone in that?
No,
that's fine. It's fine.
It's a good point.
That is a good point. Do any of you have gunnery? There is one weapon on it that they have.
I have gunnery at 25.
Yeah. All right, you could jump. You give me a gunnery.
What's your coordination?
Gunnery's an int skill, isn't it?
Oh, what's your int?
It is 25.
So you don't have gunnery at 25.
You do.
You have it at base.
Yeah.
Which you can't use gunnery at base.
Okay. Well, yeah.
That's essentially getting into a thing and just pointing.
It's more complex than that, but I would allow this one time. So
I mean, I'm probably not going to make it. So
go ahead and make a roll.
Here we go. Ooh. 22. Crit.
What's this do? Spaceship blows up. Oh!
I was like, hey!
Is that a good thing?
I bet I'm good at forgery, too.
Why do I know Japanese?
Yeah. So who wants to roll for the pilot? Does anybody have any Moxie left?
I will roll for Steve.
All right.
Steve makes it at a 42!
All right, you escape back
it.
to the Abzu, the colony ship. Alpha Plus shuts off all mesh signals as they go through another massive psychic trauma as their society basically collapses, as far as you can tell. But you don't really give a shit at this point.
It's your own goddamn fault.
Yeah, well...
That's your own shitty society.
Because they had a lot of free will and choice when a Titan decided to take over.
Actually, they had free will and choice before the Titan decided to take over.
And they got rid
But
of
they
that.
cut it out themselves.
This
When
is
they
true.
served themselves up on a plate
It's hard to
the
remain
Titan.
academically skeptical
Yeah.
when you cut
All right.
the free will out of your brain.
So you have Lauren with you. You have... Did you... Yeah, I guess you didn't take the spider god corpse with you.
Oh, it was dead.
Yeah, it was dead. And it would have slowed you down getting away. So.
Very true. And I have a zip file, so we're good.
Did
Yeah.
I actually farcast over to the colony ship? Or where did I go?
You were
Well, your
farcast
corpse-
back
your
to Oberon. That's where you were set to, which is where the Rage and Love Collective. That's the nearest Firewall stronghold, essentially.
I'm going to be in space for a while.
It's faster. It's
Minutes.
speed of light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
You're going to remember your
Horrible.
contributions to the team.
So yeah, that ends the mission, as it
and
were.
possibly exurgent.
So we actually,
Perfected, so.
we actually succeeded.
You actually succeeded. You got so epilogue begins. So you find out. So how much do you all want to know about what the Spider God tells you?
I don't really have a fucking choice.
You don't have a choice. Well, they could
so
take your
all of it, I guess.
Yeah. So you get the whole story. As much as you can understand, there are nuances upon it that you do not fully understand, but you understand from a human level. Essentially, when Cronus, the Titan, was exploring the universe through the Pandora Gates, as it did after the fall, it encountered what the Ectomi species became, which, for lack of a better term, should be called the Ectomi hypothesis. Essentially, the collective species became a single hive mind, which became a intelligence comparable to a seed AI, a self-improving.
So they weren't wiped out by a...
they were traumatized by a past... They were traumatized. They were damaged. Something happened to them. And the Cronus wanted to know what happened to them. And that's why, when it found the hypothesis, it tried to essentially, forcibly upload it. But the mind was too alien and the mind was too strong for it to do that. They were evenly matched. So Cronus had a trick up its sleeve, which was to trap it inside the mirrored pillar, which the nature of which you do not fully understand yet. That would take more time to essentially.
So I still don't know if it was a simulation or another.
That would take you years. The thing is, you have all these memories, but the Ectomi have a technology where they can compress memories and information into basically an infinitely fractal format, and you could just spend as much time to basically decompress it. So you could learn in time. It's all in your brain if you want to.
How's your brain doing?
But since you're not in
that's my new Firewall job.
since you don't have
Sit around, think real hard about spider folk.
If you want. Well, that's the thing. We'll get to that.
I want an office though with a window. The department of thinking about spider folk, and I'm the head of the department.
You get a quarter office.
And I get an office with a little placard.
And a secretary? You get a secretary.
That's your choice, but we'll get into what you want. But so for the actual story, the Titan realized, even with it trapped in the mirrored pillar, it could not get to it because it figured out how to instance itself in there, how to give it its own body, and that became the conflict between the dreamer and the sleeper. So it realized it needed to go out and get certain resources from transhumanity, which is why it sent out an avatar in the form of Lauren Crystal to go and get certain resources, design certain morphs, like a morph that could house the intellect of the hypothesis without giving it the power to fight back. A giant brain.
the cage of flesh.
Traumatized fallen.
Yeah. The fallen to weaken it, essentially, by every single mind that merged into the hypothesis, because it's a hive mind.
Hedgerow with humans.
Yes, hedgerow of humans.
Instead of by this thing, it's, oh God, save me.
Yes.
Over and over and over.
And that would weaken it. And Cronus knew how to remove those experiences later on so it could get pure Ectomi intelligence from it, data. So that was its plan. Cronus, there was, Firewall did detect a neutrino signal from Alpha Plus when the singularity collapsed, or shortly before it collapsed, which meant Cronus sent out, essentially had its own emergency firecaster. So it's not destroyed, it's not dead, but obviously it didn't get...
Nothing is, and this is...
Yes, but it did not get what it wanted. You know that for certain. It did not. The Ectomi hypothesis, wherever it is intact. You know, is it in that mirrored pillar universe? Is it somewhere else? Was that just a fork of it? You don't know. Again, you can decompress and figure it out eventually. But that was the basic story.
And hopefully it remembers we did it.
But you also from Lauren, you pick another point of the story, why the Titan was so interested in Non. Because you realize the Titan was so pushed to do this out of self-preservation. It is not afraid, but it is searching the universe for something because it believes there is a threat out there that it wants to understand. There is something even worse than it out there that it is aware of, and that is why it is searching the universe for some arsenal, some weapon, some advantage against this. And perhaps this is related to the Exurgent virus. This is something connected to it. In fact, at this point, you are reasonably certain the Exurgent virus did not come from the Titans. It is something that happened to the Titans, which means that there is a greater intellect out there than the Titans. Something out there, perhaps an answer for the Fermi paradox. So that's not comforting at all. So everyone who chose to find that all out gets a permanent derangement from that. And you could eventually work that off with years of therapy, but it's...
I've only got
Yeah.
4 of those.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So at this point, though, you have done more than Firewall has ever asked agents, comparably for quite some time. So you get what you want. You've done succeed beyond their wildest dream. If you want to be done with Firewall, they can help you. They can give you a generous retirement package. For lack of a better term, are sorry for what happened. They realized they made the right choice because you are the only ones who could have solved this. You're the only ones. So you get a say in what happens to Lauren Crystal. You don't get total control over it, but you could advocate for him. Like, Lauren Crystal is, as far as anyone can tell, is a traumatized. This is him right on that exoplanet you guys first skated into. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't know anything about anything. He is years out of date. You could advocate for keep him in quarantine.
He gets to go to a very dark hole to be studied.
Yes,
that is my vote.
Make it a happy hole.
Yeah, like give him a ball or something.
Send him to the Fungeon.
But yeah, he.
You can advocate for that. You could advocate for more of a therapeutic view to give him more comfort. But you're folks science.
And give him whatever he wants as long as he's very far away.
All right, but he wants to eventually let people. He wants to eventually reintegrate in society. So.
Well, he can want that all he wants. But
all right,
give him a symbol space.
So what did the rest of you each get a vote? Like, what do you say?
If he wants to integrate, we can be a little bit happier about it. But give him a symbol space, a closed off symbol space that he doesn't know the difference from.
Okay, trick him. Give him the Matrix. All right, so that's one vote.
The issue is we do need to keep him alive, though, because
I'm not saying kill him.
Maybe let him be on a remote exoplanet colony, so he can just
Hey man, we really appreciate it. You're getting some gate time.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to another world.
Well, he is completely immune to all exergent viruses, correct?
As far as anyone can tell, it's hard to test that. They don't keep samples around to
for obvious reasons.
Yes.
No, there's lots of reasons to keep him alive and study him. There's also lots of reasons he should never see natural sunlight again.
All right, fair enough.
But I'm advocating that, no natural sunlight, but at least make it a nice, comfortable place. I mean, keep him company. But isolated.
Scientists can talk.
So that's more of a Matrix.
Intercom,
if you want to keep them company, that would be the Matrix solution.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Matrix solution.
All right, Tom.
Matrix solution.
Matrix solution.
Whatever, as long as he's very far away from people.
All right, so
he could just be the Titan, and his code hasn't degraded yet.
Yeah,
into
like Cypher in the
pretending to be a human yet.
Make him do like Cypher in the Matrix. Like, also I want to be important, and rich.
Yeah. Like an actor. So you have him dealt with. That is your say. Steve, of course, goes on to become a sentinel for Firewall, as he is.
Not a bad tryout.
Yeah, not a bad tryout, as things go. So what you are given? Firewall makes an offer to you. They say if you want, we can put you wherever you want. Somewhere nice and safe, and you can just spend the rest of your life, as long as you want, decoding this information in your head. Your brain has a unique structure. We're not sure if even forking you would work. It seems unique to your particular ego. So where would you want to be if that's what you want to do? If not, I mean, we can't. You have free will. We can't just enslave you. We're not going to do that. Forever.
I want. Neo-hominid, only uplift Firewall agents assigned to me from the research team.
All right.
I want guarantees I will never enter the field again.
Done.
I want a private neo-primitive habitat, as far as everyone knows, so that anyone that comes on the habitat is either just a non-sentient chimpanzee or gorilla, or an uplift that has gone meshless, so we don't have to worry about keeping our cover. We will have mess inserts and we'll be able to talk, but I would like to be in a jungle somewhere to sit quietly and think without distractions.
We can do that. There's a new. We could be a private habitat. We could build you one with gravity, a Taurus. So it would be that.
I basically want a gorilla family of retired gorilla spies that just sits around and I occasionally say I remembered this thing about alien spiders.
Okay.
And then I go back to just sitting around and scratching away from all humans.
Very good. David.
Well, I completed this mission. I got my paycheck.
Yeah.
What's the next mission?
All right. Yeah. No. They're very eager to have someone with your expertise now and experience on. What would you want? There's an erasure squad. Proxy Clean is always looking for new recruits. There's actually. Oh, there's another guy. Gerard. Proxy Cogburn has some special gate crashing ops that he needs new agents for.
Actually, I've heard good things about Proxy Clean. I've never heard of Proxy.
Banjappa's understudy.
Never heard a thing about this Proxy Cogburn.
Fair enough. Those. Yeah. No.
Sign me up for Clean.
All right. Tom, unfortunately, the social engineering that the Kronos inflicted on you is very extensive. He spent 4 million credits to destroy you socially. So you'll never work in the solar system again unless we build you a new identity from the ground up, which would take years to establish, which we could. But you'd have to be patient. We could use somebody with that on, gate crashing or, building new morphs. The people in the Argonauts certainly understand if you want to conduct scientific research.
As long as I don't have to go out into the field, I think I've had my fill of field work.
Of course.
Oh, come on. After that last one,
yes.
Any other field work we take is cake.
Because it never is. But, yeah, I'd be more than happy to design morphs for you. It'd be nice if I could have, it'd be nice if I could actually have, an actual paycheck now and maybe a nice, luxurious place I could also work at, too.
Okay, well, paychecks are kind of more of an inter-system thing, which you can't really work there unless you spend a couple of years to wait underground. And if you're in the inner system, you kind of have to do some field work. It's kind of messy down in there. There's a lot of political instability.
Why don't you just work out a new identity for me?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We have
somewhere on Atlantic.
We have a contact on Luna who could use somebody working in the body banks.
Yeah, fair enough.
A lot going on in there. And your biomorph special, those are very much in design and in demand in Luna.
How do you feel about pandas with hidden weapons?
Yeah.
I think a lot about that, actually.
All right, finally. We reviewed your last mission response. We feel there's a unique opportunity for you. Actually, you did very well saving that colony ship. The Abzu.
Also, are you going? Did they scan me? How badly am I infected?
So, as far as we can tell, you're not infected with the Watson-McLeod virus. Your thesis worked. It had nanophages on it. You do not show any signs of it after 12 hours. So. Well, your brain exploded well before that 12 hours, so...
Still, but the ego was intact. And
we could restore you from backup before that exposure, before the mission.
Well, if there's nothing else from there, and also given the fact that it wasn't a Titan and just an Ectomi, technically...
Well, we don't... It was a woman from another universe. We don't know what the hell that was.
So...
Her powers seem to be more like the Epsilon category. We've never seen anything like it.
I think it's safe, but what was your proposal?
For you to go as this in storage on one of those in the colony ship to make sure Firewall extends its presence beyond the solar system. If not, Cyrox still can't. You're still recognizable as a Cyrock code line. We could try and alter you so you could pass in the inner system.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done in the inner ring at this point. So
yeah,
I don't mind taking a vacation on a generation ship. So
okay, well that they would like to have additional support,
and I would be able to if we're doing mostly going back as Infomorph for at least a while. I can create at least other symbol space and more elaborate symbol spaces to keep them entertained.
Sure, of course.
So go back to my art at least.
Yeah, there are other Cyrox there, a few of them, and some other AGIs.
Mutually beneficial data exchange.
So you begin the Abzu.
Brother!
We have been expecting you.
Yes.
Join us.
Yes, the Tachikoma dance begins.
Dance with us into oblivion.
So, and
That's the last anybody ever heard of that colony ship.
yes, yeah.
Except for the time it tragically exploded.
It's about triage. You have to separate. You know. Let's get this Cyrox out of the solar system.
I said that.
Let's put all the Cyrox on that ship and just send it out. So
Talk about a friendly colony ship.
yeah, well, you did save them from the rest of.
Yeah, but then, what is it? At least a million years later, some little child is talking to some parents talking to a child. Mommy, is the Cyrock, Eater of Worlds, real? No, it isn't. They're coming, Your Majesty. Oh God, what is it like? They're dancing.
Kill the children.
Make the children dance with us.
So that ends duality. Questions, comments, suggestions? Yes.
We beat Aaron. I mean, Kronos. We did it. We survived.
Can I keep my octomorph? I rather enjoy this.
Yeah, no, you certainly can do that. Well, actually, on the Luna, you could do that covertly, but you'd probably have to switch into humans at some point.
Yeah,
Well, I'll have
you
a spare.
enjoy being oppressed.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, in Triad territory, you would be fine, but the Triads are making a major expansion now that they have new muscle, apparently. So, any final
I
thoughts?
hear they have a pretty effective force.
No, actually,
Yeah, exactly.
I did like the overall end of. I did really like the idea of the Titan versus the alien intelligence, especially with the idea of not just being more alien for the sense of it, but actually having a clear goal in mind.
You
that
know
there's
what the Mirrored Pillar alternate world is, and you're not telling us, or are you just bullshitting us?
I do.
So the latter.
Are you planning to bring it back in? Is that why you're keeping it?
No, I'm not. It was a one-time concept. I might run, for the Patreon backers, might run a spin-off game of the Orpheus Project. Basically use Call of Cthulhu to have guys shooting pseudo transhumans. Like, oh god, it's a human, but its brain is backed up in a hard drive, and they clone themselves. Oh god.
Although I will ask, will you tell us if you turn off the recorder though?
Yeah.
So we.
Okay.
All right. So sorry, you don't get to know this. We do.
Yeah.
Just have to say, anytime that the DM says, sure, you can have the kill bot,
Yeah.
either means one of two things. It will be completely unnecessary, or
You're gonna die.
doesn't matter how much ammo you have, you're already fucking dead.
Yeah.
I'm glad this time that it was the former and not the latter.
Okay.
I was expecting the latter all game. It's all right, when's that shoe falling?
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.